We've got vibes to experience. Scooey, yes we do. So good to see you all. Welcome, Olive. Yay! Yeah, thank you for being here, KQ. Thank you, everybody. It's great to see you this evening. It's several hours later than we usually stream, and it's not a day we usually stream, but I am so glad to be here. Welcome, Kali, Austin, Gemma, Chefboy Eric, Trooper Bari, Bjorto, Mikey, who was first. Definitely, Mikey, you were first. Ryan, Dina, Magic Pen. Yeah, thanks again, Magic Pen, for all your hard work. So good to see you, Ryan, Nick and Knack, and Dina. Yeah, welcome. Yo, gaming. Yo, we have stuff to do tonight. Chat looking extra cute tonight. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, you know, you're glowing, chat. I don't know what you're doing, but it's really working for you. Maybe it's this holidays diet, Christmas diet. It's doing you good. I am the true ruler of being first. Yes, you are, Mikey. Yes, you are. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna play some games. We just have stuff to do in Morrowind. We've got to get strong. But how are your days today? I hope you all had a nice day. I went, you know where I went? Today I went to the Jelly Belly Jelly Bean Factory. Yes, true. They have this factory kind of in the general vicinity of where I live, and you can do tours of it. And they have like elevated walkways. I wonder if there's like a YouTube video. I wonder. Yeah. What the fuck is this? I can smell the sugar from here. Yeah, this is Morrowind. That wasn't Morrowind, this is Morrowind. But yeah, that's the Jelly Belly factory. It's pretty chill. It's pretty cool. You walk around on these elevated walkways and you can see people doing their jobs and stuff. I like most jelly beans, but not earwax or vomit. That's why I'm afraid to eat a bean blind. Yeah, we didn't go for the bean bogglers, or the bean boozlers, as they're called. I think you have to be a mod to do it, actually. And I think it's ad quote. Yeah. Well, welcome everybody. Let's play some fucking games, you know? We're here in Vivec. What do I want to achieve? Let's get through Vivec some more. We have a couple more parts of this city to look at. Starting with, I think, the one that we're on. No, we did the arena. We have to go to the Redoran. No, to the Telvanni Canton. And we just have questings to do. Quests to do. Questing to do. Quests to complete. And a lot of that starts with finishing this city. So snug. Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to munching on some sweet old jelly beans on stream. We'll actually be, so for New Year's, we'll Lordy's channel we'll raid into Lordy's channel essentially on New Year's. We'll do like an early stream and raid into Lordy's channel in the evening in order to celebrate the New Year's, and we'll hang out and chat, and me and Lordy and Danny will just have a great old New Year's time this Saturday. Hell yeah. Hey friend, your trade. I am a noble of great House Telvanni. I rule my lands and kinsmen by superior right of wit, will, wealth, and wisdom. In the ancient arcane traditions of House Telvanni, I am a wizard, skilled in all crafts of war and rulership. By my own craft and dominion, I bring prosperity and power to my tower, honor to my house, and security to my kinsmen and retainers. So long as none dare challenge my sorceress mastery, I thereby ensure the health, wealth, and security of my house and its people. Well, nice. What kind of books you got? Just normal ones? Normal books? Hey, Colorder.
Anytime you're ready. Just don't keep
Great. Okay. Just walking around, interrogating people. Any rumors? There's been a pretty bad rat problem in the Telvanni section of Vivec. Odania and Valius, the enchanter, has gotten the worst of it, apparently. Okay. Great.
Walk with virtue.
Now we know. Telvanni upper storage. Upper storage. Okay, we'll go in there in a little bit. We're starting at the top here, and that'll like go down. The factory tour also lets you buy the weird misshapen cousins. They don't sell in normal bags. Yeah, they're like the oh, there's a funny name for them.
May I help you, Outlander?
Yeah, but they're like the whoopsies. They're the little mistakes.
Traveler.
Xmas, you know, we can still redeem Xmas officially until
Okay, I'm listening.
the new year in my book. In my head, it's still holiday vibes, still Christmas vibes. Although I realize some people are just like, no, we're done.
Trappy
No,
Jenkins
thank you,
has an
Trappy.
extra special video for us to watch, Scoey.
I love that
Speak
for
quickly.
us. Yo, no one likes me here.
Anytime you're
They
ready.
dislike me
Just
because of
don't
my
leave.
affiliation with the people they hate. Don't you just hate that? Don't you hate being hated by association?
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Shut up. Okay. Yo, hey Shay, welcome. Let's watch this video from Trappy Jenkins. Let's learn some stuff. Underdog. Cool. This is music. Let's watch it. Right? It's oop. Cool. Cool. Wish I knew enough about Scrubs to know why this is funny. It's kind of a banger. It's kind of good. R.I.P. Sam Lloyd. Yeah, R.I.P. I don't know that person. Yeah, this is a bop. This is good. Yo, look, we found some books. Yo, we found the Telvanni library. When is runs hundo? Right now, dude. Niv, right now. Pay attention. Book. You've gained knowledge from this book. Your blunt weapon skill increased to 91. Yo, rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. We're rainbow. I'm rainbowing. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Famous singer and performer. Yeah, for sure. Barbershop is the most slept on musical genre, but Trappy Jenkins knows the bops. Yeah, Trappy. It's really good, honestly. It's really enjoyable. Thanks for sharing. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. We found a book. Holy cannoli, everybody. We found a new book. That's huge for us. That brings us, I'm even going to update my title. It brings us to 240 books read, recorded in our spreadsheet. 240. Reading Rainbow. The Importance of Where. The Ancient Tales of the Dwemer, Part 3 by Marobar Sul. The chieftain of Othrabar gathered his wise men together and said, "Every morning a tenfold of my flock are found butchered. What is the cause?" Fangbith, the war leader, said, "A monster may be coming down from the mountain and devouring your flock." Gorak the healer said, "A strange new disease perhaps is to blame." Baron the priest said, "We must sacrifice to the goddess for her to save us." The wise men made sacrifices, and while they waited for their answers from the goddess, Fangbith went to Mentor Joltereg and said, "You taught me well how to forge the cudgel of Zolia and how to wield it in combat, but I must know now when it is wise to use my skill. Do I wait for the goddess to reply, or the medicine to work, or do I hunt the monster which I know is in the mountain?" Hey, Rod and Johnny, welcome. "When is not important," said Joltereg. "Where is all that is important." Honk! So Fangbeth took his Zolik cudgel in hand and walked far through the dark forest until he came to the base of the great mountain. There he met two monsters. One, bloodied with the flesh of the chieftain of Othrobar's flock, fought him while its mate fled. Fangbeth remembered what his master had taught him, that where was all that was important. He struck the monster on each of its 5 vital points: head, groin, throat, back, and chest. 5 blows to the 5 points, and the monster was slain. It was too heavy to carry with him, but still triumphant, Fangbeth returned to Othrobar. "I say I have slain the monster that ate your flock," he cried. "What proof have you that you have slain any monster?" asked the chieftain. "I say I have saved the flock with my medicine," said Gork the healer. "I say the goddess has saved the flock by my sacrifices," said Baron the priest. 2 mornings went by, and the flocks were safe, but on the morning of the 3rd day, another 10-fold of the chieftain's flock was found butchered. Gork the healer went to his study to find a new medicine. Baron the priest prepared more sacrifices. Fangbeth took his Zolik cudgel in hand again and walked far through the dark forest until he came to the base of the great mountain. There he met with the other monster, bloodied with the flesh of the chieftain of Othrobar's flock. They did battle, and again Fangbeth remembered what his master had taught him, that where was all that was important. He struck the monster 5 times on the head, and it fled. Chasing it along the mountain, he struck it 5 times in the groin, and it fled. Running through the forest, Fangbeth overtook the monster and struck it 5 times in the throat, and it fled. Entering into the fields of Othrobar, Fangbeth overtook the monster and struck it 5 times in the back, and it fled. At the foot of the stronghold, the chieftain and his wise men emerged to the sound of the monster wailing. There they beheld the monster that had slain the chieftain's flock. Fangbeth struck the monster 5 times in the chest, and it was slain. A great feast was held in Fangbeth's honor, and the flock of Othrobar was never again slain. Joltereg embraced his student and said, "You have at last learned the importance of where you strike your blows." Publisher's note: this tale is another, which has an obvious origin among the Ashlander tribes of Vardenfell, and is one of their oldest tales. Marobar Sul merely changed the names of the character to sound more dwarven, and resold it as part of his collection. The great mountain in the tale is clearly Red Mountain, despite its description of being forested. The starfall and later eruptions destroyed the vegetation on Red Mountain, giving it the wasted appearance it has today. This tale does have some scholarly interest, as it suggests a primitive Ashlander culture, but it talks of living in strongholds, much like the ruined strongholds on Vardenfell today. There are even references to a stronghold of Othrobar, somewhere between Vardenfell and Skyrim, but few strongholds outside of the sparsely settled Vardenfell have survived to the present. Scholars do not agree on who built these strongholds or when, but I believe it is clear from this story and other evidence that the Ashlander tribes used these strongholds in the ancient past instead of making camps of wick-wheat huts as they do today. The play on words that forms the lesson of the fable that it is as important to know where the monster should be slain at the stronghold as it is to know where the monster must be struck on its body to be slain is typical of many Ashlander tales. Riddles, even ones as simple as this one, are loved by both the Ashlanders and the vanished Dwemer, although the Dwemer are usually portrayed as presenting the riddles rather than being the ones who solve it, as in Ashlander tales. Ooh, what a nice book that was. What a nice little book that was. The Dowry. We have read. Azura and the Box. We have not read. Oh my goodness gracious. What a special day. See, this is the really good stuff. This is the stuff. You've gained knowledge from this book. Your sneak skill increased to 73. 241 books. Oh my god. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. Azura and the Box. Ancient Tales of the Dwemer. Part 11 by Marabar Sul. Rainbow. That's why iios is so strong. Yeah, it gives me all the nutrients and substance I need to be big and strong. Inkilbar had enjoyed an adventurous youth, but had grown to be a very wise, very old Dwemer who spent his life searching for the truth and dispelling superstitions. He invented much and created many theorems and logic structures that bore his name. But much of the world still puzzled him, and nothing was a greater enigma to him than the nature of the Aedra and Daedra. Over the course of his research, he came to the conclusion that many of the gods were entirely fabricated by man and mare. There's a lawyer in Scrubs? No, yeah, I think it's like... Oh, I guess there is. See, I know absolutely nothing about Scrubs. I kind of came to it too late. By the time I even had access to it, I was like, too much time had passed. I don't know what it is with Christmas. You know, I actually just forgot to turn it off, Shay. I had it for around Christmas time, but we're gonna roll with it. I like it. You know, like I said before, in my head, it's still Christmas time until New Year's. Scrubs, yeah, somebody redeemed this, a song from Ted's band from Scrubs. It's like a barbershop quartet bop. It's kind of really good, RB. I don't know if you've seen it. Great to see you, RB. He invented much and created many theorems and logic structures that bore his name. Yeah. Over the course of his research, Nothing, however, was a greater question to Inkilbar than the limits of divine power. Were the greater beings the masters of the entire world, or did the humbler creatures have the strength to forge their own destinies? As Inkilbar found himself nearing the end of his life, he felt he must understand this last basic truth. Among the sage's acquaintances was a holy Chimer priest named Athinik. When the priest was visiting Thalag Zdrams, Inkilbar told him what he intended to do to find the nature of divine power. Athinik was terrified and pleaded with his friend not to break this great mystery, but Inkilbar was resolute. Finally, the priest agreed to assist out of love for his friend, though he feared the results of this blasphemy. Yeah, absolutely, Shay. Yeah, I'm vibing. It probably helps that I was exchanging some Christmas presents just today. That probably helps. But yeah, so as long as until New Year's, we can still redeem Xmas, Xmas. Truly the jolliest of channel points redemptions. Hey, Big Floppy Data Disk, welcome. I just stopped co-rating. What's co-rating? My ideal condition is forgetting most holidays exist, except Halloween, obviously. Yeah, Halloween top tier holiday. Absolute top tier holiday. And you know what? I have a soft spot for Valentine's.
This is just a good video, and since we've been talking about
that's not the right redemption. Thank you.
https://www.youtube.com/watch. V equals UR5FFR.
But TBH, Trappy didn't use the... It's great. I love it. Thank you, Mikey. They all cost the same amount of points. I don't know why I'm such a dickhead about it. I'm no Superman. Let's watch it. Thank you. Seriously, Mikey, thank you. You know, this. Ready, Freddy. See, but I can't really reread while we listen to this. We'll do this for a little bit. The confusion is understandable, though, given the video prefix. Indeed, yeah, I'm uncertain about my system, Austin. I don't know if it's causing more confusion than... Is this like a Scrubs song? Or is it featured on Scrubs? It's the theme song. Ah. and you can't stop running, and you can't stop running. The opposite of decorating. Oh. You finished taking down all of your decorations. Fascinating. It'd be hard to sync up everybody playing separately. Hey, listen! Yohei. Oh, this was at the beginning of COVID. Nice, nice. Everybody's setups are nice. I'm listening, Shay. I'm listening. Okay, I'm gonna pause it. I appreciate. Sure, but I want to read books. It is a good track though. It's a really nice track. Boop. Okay. This comes back on. See again. Yeah. Again, I have not seen Scrubs. What do people like about Scrubs? What are your fond memories of it? Athenic summoned Azura. After the usual rituals by which the priest declared his faith in her powers, and Azura agreed to do no harm to him, Inkilbar and a dozen of his students entered the summoning chamber, carrying with them a large box. As we see you in our land, Azura, you are the goddess of the dusk and dawn, and all the mysteries therein, said Inkilbar, trying to appear as kindly and obsequious as he could be. It is said that your knowledge is absolute. Yeah, they displaced the rest of the Redemption's name. Yeah, indeed, and there's like a limited space well, and I also just think on a certain level, you know, people see video and they're like, video, here's a video. You know, you got to put the most essential words first, and it's not because they're all the same price. It kind of just means here's something I do, Austin. I keep the different types of Redemptions approximately all the same price. So that at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. This is a really protracted reference, but if you know the band Beirut and you know the show Scrubs, my friends and I used to refer to the sound of Beirut as, it sounds how Zach Braff looks when he's kissing. I'm imagining, see, my main Zach Braff reference is Garden State. It's Garden State. Is that how Zach Braff looks when he's like? So like kissing in Garden State is like sad indie music plays in the background. Sad kissing. Yeah. So it is, smiled the Daedra. You would know, for example, what is in this wooden box, said Inkilbar. Azura turned to Athenic, her brow furrowed. The priest was quick to explain. Goddess, this Dwemer is a very wise and respected man. Believe me, please, the intention is not to mock your greatness, but to demonstrate it to this scientist and to the rest of his skeptical race. I have tried to explain your power to him, but his philosophy is such that he must see it demonstrated. If I am to demonstrate my might in a way to bring the Dwemer race to understanding, it might have been a more impressive feat you would have me do, growled Azura, and turned to look Inkilbar in the eyes. There is a red-petaled flower in the box. Inkilbar did not smile or frown. He simply opened the box and revealed to all that it was empty. People who work in healthcare tend to say that Scrubs was one of the most realistic portrayals, so interesting. Interesting. Yeah, that's cool. That makes sense. I know it was on for a long time. It was on for like 7 seasons or something. When the students turned to look to Azura, she was gone. Only Athenic had seen the goddess's expression before she vanished, and he could not speak, he was trembling so. A curse had fallen, he knew that truly, but even crueler was the knowledge of divine power that had been demonstrated. Inkilbar also looked pale, uncertain on his feet, but his face shone with not fear, but bliss, the smile of a Dwemer finding evidence for a truth only suspected. 2 of his students supported him, and 2 more supported the priest as they left the chamber. I have studied very much over the years, performed countless experiments, taught myself 1,000 languages, and yet the skill that has taught me the final truth is the one that I learned when I was but a poor, young man, trying only to have enough gold to eat, whispered the sage. As he was escorted up the stairs to his bed, a red flower petal fell from the sleeve of his voluminous robe. Inkilbar died that night, a portrait of peace that comes from contented knowledge. Publisher's note, this is another tale whose origin is unmistakably Dwemer. Again, the words of some Aldmeri's translations are quite different, but the essence of the story is the same. The Dunmer have a similar tale about Inkilbar, but in the Dunmer version, Azura recognizes the trick and refuses to answer the question. She slays the Dwemer present for their skepticism and curses the Dunmer for their blasphemy. In the Aldmeri's versions, Azura is tricked not by an empty box, but by a box containing a sphere which somehow becomes a flat square. Of course, the Aldmeri's versions, being a few steps closer to the original Dwemer, are much more difficult to understand. Perhaps this stage magic explanation was added by Gore Phelim because of Phelim's own experience with such tricks in his plays when a mage was not present. Marabar Sul left even the character of Inkilbar alone, and he represents many Dwemer virtues. His skepticism, while not nearly as absolute as in the Aldmeri's version, is celebrated even though it brings a curse upon the Dwemer and the unnamed house of the poor priest. Whatever the true nature of the gods, and how right or wrong the Dwemer were about them, this tale might explain why the dwarves vanished from the face of Tamriel. Though Inkilbar and his kind may not have intended to mock the Aedra and Daedra, their skepticism certainly offended the divine orders. Ooh, oh, wow, new books, amazing. God, you know, that feel when you read a new book, you know, a bright, fresh book, it's binding, unbent, and you think to yourself, this book, I'm gonna keep perfect. Progress of Truth. We have read. Yeah. Vivec and Vifala we have read. Okay, nice. Ooh, Poggers of Truth, yes. We're learning so much. Ellipses. We've already found 2 books tonight in our super late, super secret stream. Scooey. Hello there. So we're in the Telvanni compound. We're trying to finish off Vivec. The city of Vivec. Huge place in terms of its density of people. Any rumors? I must tell you, all the self-righteous Western clamor against slavery is really tiresome. Our right to own slaves is protected by law, imperial law. People who free slaves are breaking the law. It's as simple as that. Any advice? Okay. Not much going on up here for us. Okay, let's get down. You were bending a book to get a crease in its spine, because screw it, I've owned it for years. Well, yeah, if it's not a new book, then, you know, I say it's a free-for-all. But for new books, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm like trying so hard not to bend the binding. Yeah, prison cells, sure. I love when there are people in the prison. I hope that we get a prison break quest at some point. That would be pretty awesome. Books? How Orsinium passed to the orcs? Holy shit, we found a new book. You gain knowledge from this book. Heavy armor skill increases 65. Oh my god, dude. We found new books in the prison. Jesus Christ. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow! How Orsinium passed to the orcs. Thank you for all of your quotage, Austin. I love every single quote in the iOS quote database. All my books have spines like limbo champions. No, God, I'm just like, I want to, and I'm also like, I can't get my finger oils on the pages, you know? I'm like, oh gosh, I'm like, I don't even want to touch them, you know? I need my book gloves. It's in a book, a reading rainbow. This is book 3. This is a huge book haul. Ellipses wins Simile of the Day. Yeah, it's a real winner. The year was, just to say, the latest book that I'm so psyched about. I got a bunch of books over the holidays. I'm really psyched about them. But I got the like big format first entry of the Berserk series. There's like a big, like a really nice edition of it. Let me see if I can, I can show you. Whoops. Yeah, this guy. Really, really well, just really, really beautifully printed and stuff. And it's big and it's thick, but I'm like, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it with my fingers. We're not even going to look at the pages. I don't even know what pages they would feature. But I'm so psyched about it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then inevitably, I carry my books around and they get banged up and I'm like, screw it, you know, but every time I get a new book, I'm like, the perfect object. How Orsinium Passed to the Orcs by Nanina Gost. The year was 3rd Era 399, and standing on a mountainside overlooking a vast tract of land between the lands of Menevia and Wayrest was a great and learned judge, an arbitrator and magistrate, impartial in his submission to the law. You have a very strong claim to the land, my lad, said the judge. I won't lie to you about that, but your competition has an equal claim. This is what makes my particular profession difficult at times. You would call it my competition? Sneered Lord Bowen, gesturing to the orc. The creature, called Gort Wog Gro Nagorm, looked up with baleful eyes. He has ample documentation to make a claim on the land, the magistrate shrugged, and the particular laws of our land do not discriminate between particular races. We had a Bosmer regency once, many generations ago. But what if a pig or a slaughterfish turned up demanding the property? Would they have the same legal rights as I? If they had the proper papers, I'm afraid so, smiled the judge. The law is very clear that if two claimants with equal titles to the property are set in deadlock, a duel must be held. Now the rules are fairly archaic, but I've had opportunity to look them over, and I think they're still valid. The Imperial Council agrees. What must we do? Asked the orc, his voice low and harsh, unused to the tongue of the Cyrodiils. The first claimant, that's you, Lord Gortwalk, may choose the armor and weapon of the duelists. The second claimant, that's you, Lord Bowen, may choose the location. If you would prefer, either or both of you may choose a champion, or you may duel yourself. The Breton and the orc looked at one another, evaluating. Finally, Gortwalk spoke. The armor will be orcish, and the weapons will be common steel longswords. No enchantments, no wizardry allowed. The arena will be the central courtyard of my cousin, Lord Barolith's palace in Wayrest, said Bowen, looking Gortwog in the eyes scornfully. None of your kind will be allowed in to witness. So it was agreed. Gortwog declared that he would fight the duel himself, and Bowen, who was a fairly young man and in better than average condition, felt that he could not keep his honor without competing himself as well. Still, upon arriving at his cousin's palace a week before the duel was scheduled, he felt the need to practice. A suit of orcish armor was purchased, and for the first time in his life, Bowen wore something of tremendous weight and limited facility. Bowen and Barolith sparred in the courtyard. In 10 minutes' time, Bowen had to stop. He was red-faced and out of breath from trying to move in the armor. To add to his exasperation, he had not scored one blow on his cousin, and had dozens of feinted strikes scored on him. I don't know what to do, said Bowen over dinner. Even if I knew someone who could fight properly in that beastly steel, I couldn't possibly send in a champion to battle Gortwog. Barolith commiserated. As the servants cleared up the plates, Bowen stood up in his seat and pointed at one of them. You didn't tell me you had an orc in your household. Sir, whined the elderly specimen, turning to Lord Barolith, certain that he caused offense somehow. You mean old Tunner, laughed Barolith. He's been with my house for ages. Would you like him to give you training on how to move in orcish armor? Would you like me to? asked Tunner obsequiously. Unknown to Berilith, but known to him now, his servant had once ridden with the legendary Cursed Legion in High Rock. He only knew how to fight in orcish armor himself, but he had acted as trainer to other orcs before retiring into domestic service. He not only knew into domestic service. Desperate, Bowen immediately engaged him as his full-time trainer. "You've tried too hard, sir," said the orc on their first day in the arena. "It is easy to strain yourself in heavy mail. The joints are just so to let you bend with only a little effort. If you fight against the joints, you won't have any strength to fight your foe." Bowen tried to follow Tunner's instructions, but he quickly grew frustrated. And the more frustrated he got, the more intensity he put into his work, which tired him out even quicker. While he took a break to drink some water, Berilith spoke to his servant. If they were optimistic about Bowen's chances, their faces did not show it. Tunner trained Bowen hard the next 2 days, but her ladyship Elisora's birthday followed hard upon them, and Bowen enjoyed the feast thoroughly. A liquor of poppies and goose fat and cock tinch with buttered hyssop for a first course, roasted pike, comb wort, and balls of rabbit meat for a second. Balls of rabbit meat for a second. Sliced fox tongues, ballam pudding with oyster gravy, bataglir weed and beans for the main course, cola kiva ice and sugar fritters for dessert. As Bowen was settling back afterwards, his eyes weary, he suddenly spied Gortwog and the judge entering the room. "What are you doing here?" he cried. "The duel's not for another 2 days." "Lord Gortwog asked that we move it to tonight," said the judge. "You were training when my emissary arrived 2 days ago, but his lordship, your cousin, spoke for you, agreeing to the change of date." "But there's no time to assemble my supporters," claimed Bowen, "and I've just devoured a feast that would kill a lesser man. Cousin, how could you neglect to tell me?" "I spoke to Tunner about it," said Berilith, blushing, unused to deception. "We decided that you would be best served under these conditions." The battle in the arena was sparsely attended. Saturated with food, Bowen found himself unable to move quickly. To his surprise, the armor responded to his lethargy, rotating smoothly and elegantly to each stagger. The more he successfully maneuvered, the more he allowed his mind and not his body to control his defensive and offensive actions. For the first time in his life, Bowen saw what it was to look through the helmet of an orc. Of course he lost, and rather badly if scores had been tabulated. Gortwog was a master of such battle, but Bowen fought on for more than 3 hours before the judge reluctantly called a winner. "I will name the land Orsinium, after the land of my fathers," said the victor. Bowen's first thought was that if he must lose to an orc, it was best that the battle was largely unwatched by his friends and family. As he left the courtyard to go to the bed he had longed for earlier in the evening, he saw Gortwog speaking to Tunner. Though he did not understand the language, he could see that they knew each other. When the Breton was in bed, he had a servant bring the old orc to him. "Tunner," he said kindly, "speak frankly to me. You wanted Lord Gortwog to win." "That is true," said Tunner, "but I did not fail you. You fought better than you would have fought 2 days hence, sir. I did not want Orsinium to be won by its king without a fight." Cool. Okay. Wow. Well. Another book. Another book down the hatch. Words and Philosophy. We have read. Okay. Holy cannoli. Still a bunch of books. Is that 242? 242. That puts us over 80% done. Over 80% done. I like that story too, Patient. It's good to see you. That was a good one. The ones we found here have been really well written. Telvanni Vault Ledger. I suppose these are the Telvanni Vaults. Yeah, many of them are just really so well written. Well. What do we have here? Holy shit, there's nothing in their vaults. There's actually nothing. Oh wait, it locked again? Or did I get teleported or something?
My bathroom habits are not your concern.
Hey, Distraught Ice Cream, welcome. Okay.
Welcome, citizen.
Oh, I got teleported. Okay, and now I'm... Okay. We got teleported, and now we are actually down here in Vault. Okay. Ooh. Anything really cool? 2 Fiend Katanas. Helms. Interesting. Very interesting. Ebony staff. Bunch of stuff. Nice alchemy equipment. Ebony shield. Oh. Whoa. Ebony armor. Marian's staff. Curious. Carpal's fiend. Saint's black sword.
By the 3, my rights and duties.
Well. 2 ebony longswords. Okay.
No weakness or fault.
Okay. Hello. You're welcome. Alright, how do we want to approach this then? You know, thank God for an incredible sneak. I want both of the Fiend Tontos. I have too much shit on me already. It's really interesting.
How may I help?
So we're pretty encumbered as it is. Sneak is so funny though. Like I can stand just like feet in front of them and I'm sneaking.
Deal with you.
Okay, maybe I'm not entirely sneaking. Whoops. It's so hard to tell when the game wants to give it to you and when it doesn't. Well, there's a bunch of great ebony down here. I have no idea how we get out again. Maybe I just went to the wrong vault. Okay, that's not what we're here for. TBH. And is that just like one side of the vault?
Praise Vivec.
Ignore me! Like, does this count? I played a ton of Skyrim, but never the other ones. Yeah, this is Morrowind. The soundtrack is almost identical on many occasions. Okay, so we come in here, and then we go back into the vaults. So either door is valid. It's very curious. There's like a teleport that happens. It's almost like you'd get teleported to this room and then have to go back in to get there.
Greetings. I am at your service.
Ba, ba, ba. It's so epic, isn't it? Okay, well the Telvanni Tower has just an absolute ton of stuff for us to plunder if we ever want to. And also a bunch of ebony armor. To be honest though, at the moment we have too much, way too much stuff we're hauling about to make that
Praise Vivec.
possible. To make heavy armor really like worthwhile. Because it would take up probably an extra like 80 to 100 carry weight. Okay, great. That's the top floor of the Telvanni compound. We get downstairs. I feel so uplifted. Yeah, there's so many moods in Morrowind. And in the Elder Scrolls games in general. I think that's what they nail in some cases is immersion and atmosphere. Okay, great. Telvanni Wasteworks. So we're exploring. Very big games. We're exploring the city. All of these areas are different. You really have to go down every hallway. We're talking to everybody. We're trying to find trainers, and we're doing certain
Time is precious.
we're doing certain quests. The Lizard's Head. Hey, and Mbioff. Eh there, Kipper. Buy an old Reaver a jug of Mazte. Tell you a little secret? Tell you. Don't have any, but I can get some. You do that. Alright. Ahoy there. Give me some drugs, please. Thanks.
Ours is to ask, what does this
Here. Sure, here. Thank you for the Mazda. Such generosity should be repaid. You know the Nord once ruled this land, don't you? Back when these dark elves were squatting around campfires in Nyx skins. Back in the First Age, when the sons of Harald Handfree ruled on the northern coasts of Tamriel during the Skyrim conquests. Well, I bet you didn't know Olmgerd the Outlaw, Harald's bastard, was buried as befits a Nord lord's son in his ship in a tomb deep in the Mother Rock. And of course, they buried Stormkiss with him. Stormkiss was Olmgerd's enchanted battle axe. And you see this old key? See what it says on it? Stormkiss. Here, take it. Healer says the Mazda is killing me. I'm going to Skyrim to die. You got your life ahead of you. Go ahead, take it. They say they buried Olmgerd in the bottom of an ancient Dunmer tomb. From the Skald's telling, the burial was on a long finger of land on the southeast coast of Vardenfell, on a little island close to shore on the west coast of the peninsula. Southeast coast, on an island close to shore on the west coast. Figure it's somewhere on the stretch between the Daedric ruins at Zine to Rauris and Telbranora. Gods be with you, and thanks for the Mazda. Yeah, no problem. Gods be with you, iios, and thanks for the Mazda. Yeah, I did it. Hey, Tigla. Twin lamps, go free. Scooey.
Tell your friends about this place.
Hey, what's up? Can I buy this person's, I don't know, freedom? I suppose not. So there's a separate exit, and then this also goes down. Interesting. Hi, Arvin.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Now we spam training. We need to learn spell. We need well, you know, we don't have to increase all of our. Okay. We do need to increase skills. We need to increase skills because skills gate our progression in guilds. And so we need to have our skills at a certain level in order to become of higher rank, essentially, and proceed to, like, further quest lines. So, like, Mage's Guild, for example, we do relatively little magic of any kind, and as a result, our skills have never really grown much. But now we have money!
Ah,
Yay!
greetings. What shall we talk about?
The head of Scourge? The F? Y'all got some dude's head on a plaque? I'm gonna hold on to that. That seems sus.
Please, by all means.
Maybe I'm gonna
I'm
ask
listening.
the upstairs owner about this. What the fuck? Yeah, what's up with that? Can't.
Our doors are always open.
Very strange. Okay. Can you place a Kwama egg in a bucket and scream meow at the screen? Maybe later. Yeah, the rain check. I love where your head's at, though, Canis.
Praise
Hephaestus.
Vivec. Yes, it is.
Speak, traveler.
Goes left, goes right. Telvanni Alchemist, okay. Got some books. Thanks, Uwu. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Waiting.
Hey, Garrus. Just don't have very much money, Garrus, unfortunately. Got a lot of drugs, though. Okay. Turkish man yelling meow at an egg is the meme of my life. You know, I honestly haven't seen that video. What, Whoa. Oh, close that door. Oh, God. Okay, wait, talk. Rat infestation. Tell me more. This incredible rat infestation. It's been awful in the past few weeks, and nothing I do seems to help. I've tried poison, spells, everything. I've even got a couple of them shut up in my back room. I'd be willing if you could take care of this for me, and I'd be grateful, and I would be willing to pay for your service. Yes, I can help you. You will? Excellent. Just let me know when you've solved my problem. Yeah. Fascinating. Let me just do a little investigating in here. Hey, Queen, welcome. Lock level 90, eh? It's a good job for my trusty apprentice's lockpick. That's it. A Turkish man yelling meow at an egg. I love it. Oh, there's so much money up here. Is there anything that sucks that we can just leave? Having even storage space for some of this stuff has been a real challenge. So I guess we have the Duke's Guard Silver Cuirass, so I don't need the Imperial Templar Knight Cuirass, because the Duke's Guard is a better version of it. Which means I can take that, both of those. And that. Yes, okay. So many scrolls! I know, yeah. They don't call it Elder Scrolls for nothing. No, they sure don't. Really, I never use them. Here's the truth. I never use them. And, but I just collect them. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Did we fix it?
Yes.
I think we did it. You've killed the rats in my back room? Well, I could have done that. I'm talking about the source of the infestation. There must be a nest of them somewhere, probably down in the underworks. When you've gotten rid of those, let me know and I'll reward you. Oh, it's like literally part of his inventory now because we put it in the box that he owns. Okay, so yeah, we can sell this guy some scrolls, right? Some of them are really heavy. Maybe we just try and sell the heavy ones. I don't know. A lot of them seem so OP though. You know, they're like get out of here, cure common disease, whatever. Okay, get out of jail free. Damage health, whatever. Dispel. Cure blight disease. Fortify and I'll keep that, whatever. So, and I also just really want to minimize how much time I spend jockeying around in my inventory. I don't believe you've killed them all. I can still hear them skittering around below. This is often why I end up modding in infinite carry weight into games. So I'm just like, I don't really want to mess around with carry weight. Like, I often just feel like carry weight is not an interesting mechanic.
Quickly, Outlander.
Hey,
I haven't much time.
Okay. Cassius Olanius. That little twit. Of course I made him invisible. Did he tell you why? He asked me to. Came in muttering something about just wanting everyone to leave him alone, and he promised to pay me 400 septums to make him invisible to everyone. Did I get my money, though? No. He still has a debt to pay, so when he came in a few weeks later begging me to remove it, I laughed in his face, or where I assumed it was. Oh my god. Oh, hey, Thor, welcome. Yeah, we're making really good progress. It's strong progress, Thor. Just gotta put in the hours, which is why we're on so late. But it's great to see you. Debt to pay. He still owes Need 400 septims. I haven't even charged interest on the debt because I don't believe the little fool would understand what it meant. You can pay the debt yourself if you wish. He should learn to pay his own debts. Oh. Well,
What do you want?
you know, what do we really want to do here? Second, Bevan Rollin. It is I. What do you need? So it's like, I wanted to be able to go back and complain and be like, hey kid, pay this guy to become uninvisible, you know. Otherwise known as visible. But why don't we just pay it for him? You want to pay the debt? Fine with me. I'll remove the spell, but I don't want to see the little fool back in here anytime soon. Okay, problem solved. Problem solved. What I would really like to find still, that I have never seen so far, has been Slowfall. Somebody must have it, and I just have not been paying enough attention. Yeah, otherwise known as Visible.
Speak,
Boy
traveler.
there. You have faction members only. That's confusing. Okay, and then we go down, and this is their bedroom. I kind of like these little pit bedrooms. They probably stink to high heaven, you know, but it's like, you want to go to bed, you just climb down the ladder in the floor and you go to bed, right?
Go ahead.
I don't even know. I have not seen Wolf Queen Book 3. I have not seen Slowfall. I've not paid that close of attention to spells. Wolf Queen Book 3! Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow! This is a big night. You've gained knowledge from this book. Your illusion skill increased to 51. 243 out of 285. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. Hello! I'm doing great, Collie. Book, we're reading Rainbow. I'm doing great. I appreciate that you wanted to get your Karen wig out. Yeah. You know, I'm like, you should learn your lesson. Learn to pay back your elders, young man. Would have been me. Would have been great, too. But the game said no. I must have just missed it. I kind of stopped buying spells. I'll have to look for it. This is our last Wolf Queen book. The Wolf Queen book. I'm sorry, the Wolf Queen, book 3 by Wolgain Jarth. Yeah, any Jarth heads? Any big old Jarth heads? Thanks everybody for being here this evening. It's great to have you. Hope your day was great. Slash is going great, depending on what time of day it is. I think I have to remember, for me, it's the very absolute ass end of my day. But for all of y'all, it might be the beginning of it. Yeah. Whatever the opposite of ass end is. CG high. From the pen of the 1st century, 3rd era sage Montakai. 3rd era 98. The Emperor Pelagius Septim II died a few weeks before the end of the year, on the 15th of Evening Star during the Festival of North Wind's Prayer, which was considered a bad omen for the Empire. He had ruled over a difficult 17 years. In order to fill the bankrupt treasury, Pelagius had dismissed the Elder Council, forcing them to buy back their positions. Several good but poor counselors had been lost. Many say the Emperor had died as a result of being poisoned by a vengeful former council member. His children came to attend his funeral and the coronation of the next emperor. His youngest son, Prince Magnus, 19 years of age, arrived from Almalexia, where he had been a counselor to the royal court. The opposite of ass end is descend. I love that. Is the correct answer, Wassel. That is the perfect answer. The fanny end, yep, it could be. Could be. No, but what Wassel said is correct. It was widely considered to be a bad move. A bad move, not a bad movie. 21-year-old Prince Sepphoris arrived from Ghislaine with his Redguard bride, Queen Bianchi. Prince Antiochus, at 43 years of age, the eldest child and heir presumptive, had been with his father in the imperial city. The last to appear was his only daughter, Potema, the so-called Wolf Queen of Solitude. 30 years old and radiantly beautiful, she arrived with a magnificent entourage, accompanied by her husband, the elderly King Montiarco, and her year-old son, Uriel. All expected Antiochus to assume the throne of the empire, but no one knew what to expect from the Wolf Queen. 3rd Era 99. Lord Vaken has been bringing several men to your sister's chambers late at night every night this week, offered the spymaster. Perhaps if her husband were made aware, my sister is a devotee of the conqueror gods Rimmon and Talos, not the love goddess Dibella. She is plotting with those men, not having orgies with them. I'd wager I've slept with more men than she has, laughed Antiochus, and then grew serious. She's behind the delay of the council offering me the crown. I know it. 6 weeks now. They say they need this river needs digging. Oh my lord. They say they need to update records and prepare for the coronation. I'm the emperor. Crown me into oblivion with the formalities. Your sister is surely no friend of yours, your majesty, but there are other factors at play. Do not forget how your father treated the council. It is they who need following, and if need be, strong convincing. The spymaster added, with a suggestive stab of his dagger. Do so, but keep your eye on the damnable Wolf Queen as well. You know where to find me. At which brothel, your highness? Inquired the spymaster. Today, being Fredas, I'll be at the Cat and Goblin. The spymaster noted in his report that night that Queen Potema had no visitors, for she was dining across the imperial garden at the Blue Palace with her mother, the Dowager Empress Quintella. It was a warm night for wintertide, and surprisingly cloudless, though the day had been stormy. The saturated ground could not take any more, so the formal, structured gardens looked as if they had been glazed with water. The two women took their wine to the wide balcony to look over the grounds. I believe you are trying to sabotage your half-brother's coronation, said Quintilla, not looking at her daughter. Potema saw how the years had not so much wrinkled her mother as faded her, like the sun on a stone. It's not true, said Potema, but would it bother you very much if it were true? Antiochus is not my son. He was 11 years old when I married your father, and we've never been close. I think that being heir presumptive has stunted his growth. He is old enough to have a family with grown children, and yet he spends all his time at debauchery and fornication. You will not make a very good emperor. Quintilla sighed, and then turned to Potema. But it is bad for the family for seeds of discontent to be sown. It is easy to divide up into factions, but very difficult to unite again. I fear for the future of the empire. Yes, precisely. Yes, indeed, patient. I was also assuming that. Those sound like the words. Are you by any chance dying, mother? I've read the omens, said Quintilla with a faint, ironic smile. Don't forget, I was a renowned sorceress in Camlorn. I will be dead in a few months' time, and then, not a year later, your husband will die. I only regret that I will not live to see your child Uriel assume the throne of Solitude. Have you seen whether... Potema stopped, not wanting to reveal too many of her plans, even to a dying woman. He'd make a good party friend, though. You know, everybody needs a party friend, you know. Even though they're really extra sometimes, you want your party friend to show up and bring the fucking party. Because I'm not doing it. Whether he will be emperor? I know the answer to that too, daughter. Don't fear, you'll live to see the answer, one way or the other. I have a gift for him when he is of age. The Dowager Empress removed a necklace with a single great yellow gem from around her neck. It's a soul gem, infused with the spirit of a great werewolf your father and I defeated in battle 36 years ago. I've enchanted it with spells from the School of Illusion, so its wearer may charm whoever he chooses. An important skill for a king. And an emperor, said Potema, taking the necklace. Thank you, mother. An hour later, passing the black branches of the sculpted duad shrubs, Potema noticed a dark figure which vanished into the shadows under the eaves at her approach. No worries, patient. You know, we talk about Fanny this, Fanny that. You know, this is, Fanny lover central here, patient. So, what can I say? Hey, Rudy, welcome. Ooh, welcome. Big shrugs. Good to see you. I hope streams and stuff have been good. Your speedrun is soon, isn't it? I'm sorry. I know I keep bringing it up, but I'm just kind of psyched about it. It's a AGDQ, right? So like, 2 weeks out. Big. What's your time slot? Do you know what it is? Can I ask you? Thank you. Precisely, yeah. January 13th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monka S. You're gonna do great, Rudy. You're gonna do great, and all of the 100,000 viewers are gonna agree. At a 6 p.m. EST slot too, Rudy, that's like kind of prime time. Yeah, seriously. Sorry, I'm just looking at what day that is. On a Friday. Friday, 6 p.m. Damn. 100K. Don't you mean 100 million viewers? Yeah. No pressure. iios is your anxiety timer, apparently. I'm sorry. Very proud. I'm so proud. I hope I don't poop myself. We'll see. Yeah, you get all that poop out of you in advance, Rudy. You get de-pooped, and then no risk. You know what they call that? Content. She had noticed people following her before. It was one of the hazards of life in the imperial court. But this man was too close to her chambers. She slipped the necklace around her neck. "Come out where I can see you," she commanded. The man emerged from the shadows. A dark little fellow of middle age dressed in black-dyed goatskin. His eyes were fixed, frozen, under her spell. "Who do you work for?" "Prince Antiochus is my master," he said in a dead voice. "I am his spy." A plan formed. "Is the prince in his study?" "No, milady." "And you have access?" "Yes, milady." Potema smiled widely. She had him. "Lead the way." The next morning, the storm reappeared in all its fury. The pelting on the walls and ceiling was agony to Antiochus, who was discovering that he no longer had his youthful immunity to a late night of hard drinking. He shoved hard against the Argonian wench sharing his bed. "Make yourself useful and close the window," he moaned. No sooner had the window been bolted than there was a knock at the door. It was the spy master. He smiled at the prince and handed him a sheet of paper. "What is this?" said Antiochus, squinting his eyes. "I must still be drunk. It looks like Orcish." "I think you will find it useful, your majesty. Your sister is here to see you." Antiochus considered getting dressed or sending his bedmate out, but thought better of it. Show her in. Let her be scandalized. If Potema was scandalized, she did not show it. Swathed in orange and silver silk, she entered the room with a triumphant smile, followed by the man mountain, Lord Vaken. "Dear brother, I spoke to my mother last night, and she advised me very wisely. She said I should not battle with you in public, for the good of our family and the empire. Therefore," she said, producing from the folds of her robe a piece of paper, "I am offering you a choice." "A choice," said Antiochus, returning her smile. "That does sound friendly." "Abdicate your rights to the imperial throne voluntarily, and there is no need for me to show the council this," Potema said, handing her brother the letter. "It is a letter with your seal on it, saying that you knew that your father was not Pelagius Septim II, but the royal steward, Fondukth. Now, before you deny writing the letter, you cannot deny the rumors, nor that the Imperial Council will believe that your father, the old fool, was quite capable of being cuckolded. Whether it's true or not, or whether the letter is a forgery or not, the scandal of it would ruin your chances of being the emperor." Antiochus's face had gone white with fury. "Don't fear, brother," said Potema, taking back the letter from his shaking hands. "I will see to it that you have a very comfortable life, and all the horrors your heart or any other organ desires." Suddenly Antiochus laughed. He looked over at his spy master and winked. "I remember when you broke into my stash of Kajidi erotica and blackmailed me. That was close to 20 years ago. We've got better locks now, you must have noticed. It must have killed you that you couldn't use your own skills to get what you wanted." Potema merely smiled. It didn't matter. She had him. "You must have charmed my servant here into getting you into my study to use my seal," Antiochus smirked. "A spell, perhaps, from your mother, the witch. She's all, 'Dude, you're my brother. Also, I see nothing noteworthy of a scandal.'" No, to Potema? Potema's like ready to kill him. Potema continued to smile. Your brother was cleverer than she thought. Did you know that charm spells, even powerful ones, only last so long? Of course you didn't. You never were one for magic. Let me tell you, a generous salary is a stronger motivation for keeping a servant in the long run, sister. Antiochus took out his own sheet of paper. Now I have a choice for you. What is that? Said Potema, her smile faltering. It looks like nonsense, but if you know what you're looking for, it's very clear. It's a practice sheet, your handwriting attempting to look like my handwriting. It's a good gift you have. I wonder if you haven't done this before, imitating another person's handwriting. I understand a letter was found from your husband's dead wife, saying that his first son was a bastard. I wonder if you wrote that letter. I wonder if I showed this evidence of your gift to your husband, whether he would believe you wrote that letter. In the future, dear Wolf Queen, don't lay the same trap twice. Potema shook her head, furious, unable to speak. Give me your forgery and go take a walk in the rain. And then, later today, unhatch whatever other plots you have to keep me from the throne. Antiochus fixed his eyes on Potema's. I will be emperor, Wolf Queen. Now go. Potema handed her brother the letter and left the room. For a few moments out in the hallway, she said nothing. She merely glared at the slivers of rainwater dripping down the marble wall from a tiny, unseen crack. Yes, you will, brother, she said, but not for very long. Oh, that was a good one. God, that's why we're Darth heads.
I will listen.
Yo, that's why we're Darth heads. Telvanni Apothecary. Leaflet. I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. What makes you think... Oh, all right, I admit it. Business has been slow, though. And that Ruinous gets a lot of business around here. Tell you what. I'll pay you 100 drakes to keep this to yourself. I forget what quest this is. So, okay. Topics. G. No, it's not a topic for me. I mean, I guess we take... do we take the money? I will expose your lies, you filthy Telvanni. No, this is going to ruin me. My reputation will be destroyed. I hope you're happy with yourself. You'll likely put me out of business. Whoops.
I'm waiting.
Sorry. I guess. You know, it's not like the decision making in this is that like dynamic or intense. It's not even like anything like actually changes. I will expose your crime. Yeah, it's not like anything actually really seems to change. Like,
What do you want of me, Outlander?
necromancy. Okay.
Go ahead.
Wow, who's a wolf queen now? Yeah, it me. I'm the wolf queen. Friend. Spells. That's nice.
Welcome.
Up here.
Please don't be shy. I'm listening.
Anticipations. Yo, hey, Soupy. Thanks for hanging out. It's great to see you. I'm just doing some silly old late night streams. Dusty old temple down here. Okay, let's go down. Further down. Dun, dun, dun. The Wolf Queen books are so good. They're easily some of the best, I think, in the whole game. Ahoy there.
Share your thoughts.
Any rumors? The Bemis game is taken up in the tomb somewhere under Vivec. I hope the guards catch them soon. Okay, so there's a locked door. Here's just a door. Telvanni Monster Lab? What? Excuse me? Y'all been cooking up monsters down here. Let's see what's in this door.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Oh, is this a twin lamps?
The traveler seeks answers.
It must be.
Warm deep.
Unless are you trapped here? Go free.
Your bidding, Mutsera.
Huh. You sure have got a lot of people locked up down here. Do the monster mash. Let's go to the monster lab. Wonder what's gonna be there. Hopefully something good. Ba-ba-bum. Wow. Bunch of mechanical spiders for one. Okay. Cool. Ah! More Dwemer madness. Free meat is free market, yeah. It's just sitting there. You know? Finders keepers. And you know, honestly, I feel like we've seen... Oh my god, oh, that scared the fuck out of me. Oh my god, dude. Free meat is free market. Oh my lord. The fucker came out of nowhere. It was all up in my grill. Oof, okay. There are totally, okay, so that's kind of anticlimactic. There are totally a couple of quests here in Tilvani compound that we need to do, and I'm just kind of forgetting them, but let's finish our exploration here, and then we'll drop off some of the stuff in our bags, and then continue to do some quests here. Be gone, foul rat. Ah, cool. Yay. Suddenly very high, yay on edibles, amazing. That nice little warm, little cozy happy place, Shay. I love that for you. Now I know the rats don't hurt you, and you're just killing them for funsies. I have a quest. KQ, I have a quest. Okay, so I'd appreciate it. No, here. It appears now that Odanian Valius didn't just want me to kill the rats in his store, but also the nest of them that have been coming up from the underworks. You just think I would just murder a cute little rat for no reason at all? When have I ever murdered anything for no reason at all? Yeah, never. Your journal has been updated, see? There you go. There you go. I can see how little you think of me. Now I get to be upset about my chips again. What happened to them, Shay? Did you finish them before you realized it? Isn't that the worst feeling when you think you have like 20% more of your bag of chips and then it's all gone? And you have no one to blame but yourself. iios, does your household have a curling iron? It does indeed. KQ, it does indeed. So it's so hot. No, it does indeed. I don't use it too often, but I have in the past. Other side, okay. No. Yes. Ahoy! Rat infestation. Oh, same with cookies. Yeah, that's why you gotta count your cookies before you eat them. I've been curling my long ass hair recently, and it's magical. Oh my god, that's amazing, Kiki. What's your like the size of your curling iron? Is it like a 1-inch kind of diameter? I feel like that's the average size, but I feel like especially with longer hair, you wanna. Well, I guess you just like wrap it around a couple of times, as long as you don't overdo the heat, KQ. Okay, you need to protect that hair, that beautiful, precious hair. The cut. Yo, hey, Jank, welcome. A Niv yoinking from everything. You've gotten rid of them all? Excellent. Well, as promised, here's something for your troubles. They're not particularly easy to come by, but I appreciate your effort. Great.
Any time now.
So, I need to go sell stuff. Actually. Hello. And let's walk around. Let's walk around this perimeter. You want another bite of sandwich, but also the thought of food disgusts you. C'est la vie. Ugh. Those are conflicting feelings. Indeed. We need to go over there. Hand-me-down, it's way too small of a barrel. Maybe half an inch? It does the job. Well, yeah, if it's working for you, then great. It can be, I know it can just, sometimes having the bigger curl is nice. It depends on just your particular hair texture, I feel. Okay. Going to the foreign quarter. I want to get one of those fatties with the big waves, you know, va va boom. Oh, do I know? I can see it now. And it looks fantastic. Oh my god, KQ, did you do something new with your hair? Yes, about the chips. Oh, yeah. Oh, I read the message about the cookies being gone. Oh, yeah, you bought a 907 gram bag of chips. It's basically 2 pounds. I was sitting here and munching them, and then suddenly I tasted bread mold. Oh my god, Shay, that's terrible. Like a whole mouthful, like you got a bad chip. Oh, that's the worst. That's a nightmare scenario. It's the kind of scenario you push out of your head, you know, you're like, you don't even want to imagine the bad chip. You know? Only good chips. Only good chips.
If there's anything I can do,
yeah, gross.
I am humbly at your service.
Okay, so... wait. Really? You won't buy the glass dagger from me? Okay, whatever. Buy that. Okay, now we make some money. And also we take plenty of training. Oh, we should rest. Okay, we go out. Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible, Shay. It's just awful. Oh, I need to... Okay, then in order to sleep, I need a bed. Which is just a little bit annoying. Okay, whatever. Let's just leave the city and we'll sleep. Why is it illegal? I just want to sleep on the roadside, game. Give me a break. I don't even. Why is it illegal to rest outside, game? No loitering. Yo, this is bullshit. I'm gonna go in this person's house and just sleep. Yeah, hoy. Enemies are nearby? Damn it.
It's quick, Outlander.
They're in a bag by the door with the receipt. I'm not eating more. Ugh. Yeah, maybe you can take it in or something. Maybe you can write a strongly worded message. Thank you. Now we can rest. My rest has been interrupted? That's a new one. I've not seen that before. You've ascended to level 42. Okay, great. Willpower, endurance, intelligence. Big. a lot longer than I thought it would. That's the first time I've ever had something bad happen while we rest outside. It seemed like it just spawned a little friend. You like the walking in the tunnels part? It reminds you of old PC games like Doom and Quake. There's so many tunnels. Too many, if you ask me. I prefer this part. I prefer the parts where we're outside and we can just walk through the air. Boop. I will write a strongly worded Canadian letter expressing my strong disgust and shock in that order. Yeah. Yeah, what else can you do, you know? What else can you do? Bum 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 bum. Oh shoot, okay, we need to wait. Okay.
I have a feeling you and I are about to become very close.
Okay, and can't rest until this runs out. Okay. There. Wait 24 hours. Great. Harder. Yeah, that's it. UVT Afro, welcome! Well, come on down, everybody. Holy cannoli. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome.
Raided iios channel with 75
Welcome.
friends.
Yo, welcome to Morrowind. Nice, you're playing SMW. What hack were y'all playing? I want to hear about it. Yeah, we're on late. This is a usually I don't stream this particular time slot, but it's super chill. We've been playing Morrowind. We're getting strong. You know, sometimes you just got to get strong. And that's what we're doing. Welcome everybody. Hey Doomed RPG, the Demon Lord. Sick, welcome. I love that Kazooie emote. BT Afro, hi. Yeah, great to have you. We're actually trying to finish up Vivec. Kind of our oh no, SMW tonight, nice. FF4 rando. Oh, first playthrough of Chrono Trigger. You know, I would really like to do a playthrough of Chrono Trigger at some point. I hear that it is very long, but I guess, you know, I'm not that much of a stranger to very long games at this point. Bum, bum.
Greetings and salutations.
But I've heard great things about Chrono Trigger. Can't recommend so far. Nice, nice. Yeah, it seems like a real snug experience. I think there was like a remastered version that came out that was kind of got so-so reviews. Our strat right here is literally just sell stuff, wait 24 hours for gold to restock. Repeat. Okay, don't buy that item, that's fine. Buy those either. It's only the weapons. Okay, so that's 17k, but then I can buy back one of these. Not that exactly. You know what? I almost don't even care to finagle. What's this? That's 10k. That's 9k. Whatever. Ugh. I don't even care. I don't even need the money. I don't even need the money. I'm wasting time. You know what's more valuable? My time. More valuable than maximizing how much gold we get out of the overflowing number of Daedric weapons we have. It's absurd. Keep our Daikatana. We sell the longsword. Brings us down to 362, which is much more reasonable. So that's 30k. So we take back like both of the Daedric daggers. Okay, we'll do that. So now we can like, it's like as you have super expensive Daedric stuff, you can like cycle the stuff you sold. It's crazy. How many awake at 1 in the morning? This many! Yeah, I sure can't wait to finish this long RPG playthrough. So I can finish the next long RPG 3 playthrough. Scooey. Well, I have to inform you, chat. We've officially hit infinite gold state. Or nigh infinite gold. We have over 100,000 gold, which in my book is just an enormous amount. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, we have more stuff to sell. But it's not going to be here. Yeah. Yeah, Casey fucking nails. Like, how much gold do you have?
If there's anything I can do,
I have
I am
100,000
humbly
gold.
at your service.
So, you know. So that's a, you know, that means that we can we start to spam training. We spam all of our training up to max, even the stuff we don't need, so that we can advance in all of our guilds that much easier. And for funsies. Yeah, take it easy, by the way, Doomed RPG. Aniv Stallion. Yes, Aniv, yes. Stardew new PS5. It's taking you forever to get back, yeah. 1:30 a.m. check-in. Oh, shit. Late night iOS. Yo, Jay, welcome. We've got gaming to do. Jay, this is serious. You know, it's like Morrowind has this vibe now that's like, I don't know, how do I say this? Like, at least what I really, the gameplay that I really need to do right now is literally just, it's kind of like grinding, I feel. Or let me put it this way. I feel like if we grind up our skills, it's going to make the rest of the game faster. That is my heartfelt belief. So here we are. Okay, that brings us down to 360 carry weight. That's a lot better. We have a couple of writs. We're getting out of the foreign quarter. We have more quests to do. Min-max! Yeah, I'm gonna min-max the shit out of this. Maximum jumping skill. I want to get maximum acrobatics, actually. We're gonna do that soon. Where are they? So what do we have? Do we have 100 acrobatics? I do have 100 acrobatics. But then there's the other skill, athletics. Who does athletics? Okay, that's in a different place. Okay, that makes sense. We have quests to do. We have got quests to do. How about this one? Gentleman Jim Stacy. But who is Gentleman Jim Stacy? This is occasionally a real problem. Like, I need to know who Gentleman... Do y'all know Gentleman Jim Stacy? Okay, he's here in Vivec, but like... Okay. I'll tell you a secret. I have not launched a game all December. That's good. It's a strong feeling. How's it feel, though? Feeling good? Feeling, productive? Vivec leader, right? Yeah, Gentleman Jim Stacy, I think, is the Thieves Guild leader. Supposedly. It's in the back of Jarasha's shop. I don't even know why I know that. No, it's not. Oh my god. Great to see you, Rig. Welcome. In the East Canal Works. In the back of Simine Fralini's bookshop. I was just in the wrong part of it. This kind of stuff, I've gotten to the point where I no longer, I cannot just try and play the game within its own structure. I'm readily taking hints. Hilaire Locket. You aren't wearing the gloves, bandit. Damn
What
it.
did I
Okay.
do to deserve this honor?
Put on our fucking fancy gloves. Okay, gentleman Jim Stacy. Locket. The locket has been returned. Great. Corruption. Yes, this is the ledger I was looking for. Give it to me now so that I can publish the truth about Yingling Half-Troll. Yeah, great. Here you go. I knew he was misusing some of the money, but it looks like he took almost all of it. Why, Yingling Half-Troll is a bigger thief than any of us. Damn. Corruption. You brought me proof of Yingling Half-Troll's corruption. Baal Malagmar. A poor widow needs our help. A Halalu counselor is trying to steal her land with a forged land deed. Honk! Forged land deed. The Halalu counselor Valanda Omani wants Indrel Rathrion's land. Valanda Omani forged a land deed and placed it in the library of Vivec. Without our help, Valanda Omani's bribes will prevent justice and allow the forged deed to stand. Go to the library of Vivec, find the deed, and deliver it to Indrel Rathrion in the name of Baal Malagmar. Okay. Okay. Where is Indrel? She's a poor widow who lives in Sidanine. Her husband, a legionnaire, was killed by Kamanatong thugs. She's a Dunmer, but she grew up in Cyrodiil and belongs to the Imperial cult, so the Tribunal Temple will not give her charity. Library of Vivec. You'll be able to access the library through the Hall of Wisdom, which is accessible from the St. Olms's Canton. Cool. Okay, cool. In the name of the Baal Malagmar. Oh, it's cool. I get the impression they're supposed to be like this like noble thieves guild. This is one area where I think that Skyrim's take on the guilds is way stronger in terms of its atmosphere. Even bigger secret Shay. I've never launched a mobile game. Yeah, there you're not missing out. Feel very healthy. I do miss all these Twitch nerds though. Yeah, we miss you too, Jay. I always miss our friends who don't stream for a while. Well, this is a great quest for us to get because we need to explore, actually, the Hall of Wisdom and the Hall of Justice. That's perfect. Perfect timing. Just what I wanted to do. Bonk. Hello, Mr. Fodic. This is Khajiit with the wares. You know, not every Khajiit is the same, Shay, you know. You know, all of this rudeness to the Khajiiti people, I won't stand for it. Okay, so it basically should be over here. We've already gone through the library, in fact. I actually know exactly what library they're talking about. Yeah, because shocker, we read all the books there. But I kind of want to do this place. I want to do it right. I've yet to be in this floating meteor in the sky, which I love. This thing is amazing. The fact that, like, the story behind it is really cool, as well as the fact that, that it's just there. And the walkways around it and stuff. How totally inconvenient. High Fane. That goes straight through. Okay, let's go to the High Fane. Hello, Indrin Yethan. Sanctus Shrine. To make the pilgrimage, I must swear you to silence. If you speak with anyone before reaching the shrine, you will have broken your vow. Before you are sworn to silence, you may wish to purchase some potions of levitation or water walking.
Everyone
Yo,
knows
Jank!
the most delicious part of the muffin
Is the top. My muffin top is all that. Yes! Yes!
I know you want a piece of that,
But I'm just, you wanna dance.
Checking out my sweet hips, my sugar-coated berry lips. I know
Jank, thank
wanna get
you.
with this, but
I'm just here to dance. Up off of me.
I'm an independent lady.
Thank you, Jane, for the 1,000 bits. And you know what that gets you, actually? Gets you 10 votes in the running for the iOS haircut.
Muffin in the tops.
Muffin in the tops. Yes, we love them. Jake, if you would like to pick one of those options for the iOS haircut voting, you get 10 votes. You get 10 votes with your 1,000 bits. Amazing. Here are the current runnings. Option A, option B, neck and neck. Option B, still a very strong contender in my mind. Sheesh, I know. Comes with strings attached. You think you can just give me something? Nope. You get something back. No easy way to get to the Sanctus Shrine in Dagonfell, and the waters can be dangerous. Okay, I'm not ready to do that. That's interesting, though, that we have a quest here. So we need to ask this person about the Sanctus Shrine later. The most important people in the temple compound are Archcanon Saryani at the High Fane, Burrell Sala in the Justice offices, and Elam Andas in the Office of the Watch. See, oh my god, we love that. You know who really loves that? Friend of the stream, KQ, who proposed to C in the first place. See, I knew option C still had a shot. I'm still confident. Thank you again for the 1,000 bits drink. Okay, you got me to play Snake like 15 years ago. Yeah. Everybody, I think Snake grabbed us all. What other games were like on T9 phones? What other games could you play on T9 phones? I feel like I had one or two and they were really basic. Well, when did this get here? Yeah, that's the new one. It was done in the most recent batch by 10. I just put that up instead of UE today, actually, though. Elam Andas in the Office of the Watch. Redorons are in the Redoron compound, and Telvanni are in the Telvanni compound, Halalu in the Halalu compound, but also in St. Delin and the St. Olms cantons. Imperial guildsmen are in the Foreign Quarter. Some fighters live and train at the arena. You won't train me.
I am blessed to be at your service, Outlander.
Okay. Fellowship of the Temple. We have read. Okay. Whoa, what a big place. Oh, and like lots of, okay. Lots of
You
what are these
honor
called?
me.
Shrines.
Do you wish
That's what
to
they're.
do
Lots of
business?
shrines up here. Okay. So these must be tribunal members,
Welcome,
essentially.
friend. We extend
Yes,
our
like I think I have
wonderful-
solitaire as well. So that goes up, but this goes through. Okay, interesting. Hello, Eris. Any rumors? Duke Dren argued with Burrell Sala again over the proper role of the ordinators.
I have heard of you, Outlander. Feel free to peruse my
Drama. Okay. Ader and Daedra, Anticipations, 36 Lessons of Vivec, Sermon 2. We have not read. That's a new book. It's another new book. 244 books read. You have gained knowledge from this book. Your alchemy skill increased to 52. Incredible. Sudoku was my early phone game of choice. I feel like I had solitaire. You got into Tetris for times. You have a few minutes of absolute boredom. Sometimes simpler is better, Jank. Sometimes that boredom is, truly boredom is the dirt of, ingenuity. I was old. The 36 Lessons of Vivec, Sermon 2. The Nechaman's wife, who carried the egg of Vivec within her, went looking for the lands of the Induril. Along the journey, many spirits came to see her and offer instructions to her son-daughter, the future glorious, invisible warrior poet of Vardenfell, Vivec. The first spirit threw his arms about her and hugged his knowledge in tight. Nechaman's wife became soaked in the incalculable effort. The egg was delighted and did somersaults inside her, bowing to the 5 corners of the world and saying, "Thus whoever performs this holy act shall be proud and mighty among the rest." The second spirit was too aloof and acted above his station so much that he was driven off by a headache spell. The third spirit, Ot Hatur, came down to the Nechaman's wife while she relaxed for a while under an emperor parasol. His garments were made from implications of meaning, and the egg looked at them 3 times. The first time, Vivec said, "Ha! It means nothing." After looking a second time, he said, there might be something there after all." Finally, giving Adhatur's garments a sidelong glance, he said, "Amazing, the ability to infer significance in something devoid of detail." "There is a proverb," Adhatur said, and then he left. The fourth spirit came with the fifth, for they were cousins. They could ghost touch and probed inside the egg to find its core. Some say Vivec at this point was shaped like a star with its penumbra broken off. Others that it looked like a revival of vanished forms. "From the side of the family," the first cousin said, "I bring you a series of calamities that will bring about the end of the universe. And from my side," the second cousin said, "I bring you all the primordial marriages that must happen within them, each one." At this the egg laughed. "I am given too much to bear so young. I must have been born before." And then the sixth spirit appeared, the Black Hands Mephala, who taught the Velothi at the beginning of days all the arts of sex and murder. Its burning heart melted the eyes of the Nechaman's wife and took the egg from her belly with 6 cutting strokes. The egg image, however, could see into what it had been before in ancient times, when the earth still cooled and was not blinded. It joined with the Daedroth and took its former secrets, leaving a few behind to keep the web of the world from disentangling. Then the Black Hands Mephala put the egg back into the Nechaman's wife and blew on her with magic breath until the hole closed up. But the Daedroth did not give her back her eyes, saying, "God hath 3 keys of birth, of machines, and of the words between. Within this sermon, the wise may find 1/2 of these keys. The ending of the words is Alm CV." Jeez, fucking crazy sauce, dude. 36 Lessons of Vivec, Sermon 10. That's another book. Yeah, we found like 7 books tonight, which is like 7 times more than we found in every other stream so far. 245 books read. Your short blade skill increased to 67. The 36 Lessons of Vivec, Sermon 10. You have discovered the 10th sermon of Vivec, which was hidden in the words that came in the aftermath to the Hortator. CV's nuts! Oh, Dina! Oh my god. Tut tut. Yo, did my... Oh, no, it's not. The evoker shall raise his left hand empty and open to indicate he needs no weapons of his own. The coming forth is always hidden, so the evoker is always invisible, or, better, in the skin of his enemies. The eyelid of the kingdom shall fill 36 folios, but the eye shall read the world. By this the Hortator needs me to understand. The sword is an impatient signature. Write no contracts on the dead. Vivec says unto the Hortator, remember the words of Boetia. We pledge ourselves to you, the frame maker, the scarab, a world for us to love you in, a cloak of dirt to cherish, betrayed by your ancestors when you were not even looking. Hoary Magnus and his ventured opinions cannot sway the understated, a trick worthy of the always satisfied. A short season of towers, a run-down absolution, and what is this but fire under your eyelid? Shift ye in your skin, I say to the Trinamac eaters. Pitch your voices into the color of bruise. Divide ye, like your enemies, in houses, and lay your laws in set sequence from the center, again like the enemy corners of the house of troubles, and see yourself thence as timber, or mud slats, or sheets of resin. Then do not divide, for yet is the stride of Sithisit quicker than the rush of enemies, and he will sunder the whole for the sake of a shingle. For we go different, and in thunder. Sithisit is the start of all true houses, built against stasis and lazy slaves. Turn from your predilections, broken like false maps. Move and move like this. quicken against false fathers, mothers left in corners weeping for glass and rain. Stasis asks merely for nothing, for itself, which is nothing, as you were in the 8 everlasting imperfections. Vivec says unto the Hortator, remember the words of Vivec. Understand that Sithicid still travels. Vivec says unto the Hortator, remember the words of Vivec. In a phosphorescent mirror of the sky, Vivec says unto the Hortator, remember the words of Vivec. Drowned and smiling, Vivec says unto the Hortator, remember the words of Vivec. Intermittent hopes enough, Vivec says unto the Hortator, remember the words of Vivec. To answer all the things, Vivec says unto the Hortator, remember the words of Vivec. Not yet queried. The ending of the words is CV. Yo, what the fuck?
I'm telling you, iios is as cracked as she is jacked.
Yes.
I saw her at 7-Eleven the other day buying a 6-pack of cheese and deluxe edition of Morrowind from the bargain.
That was me.
I asked what the cheese was for and she said it is to provide me with unimaginable power so I
Yes.
can absolutely dunk on these Morrowind fools. Then she bigged out the door.
I did. Right out the door. Yeah, it was great, Jink. Thank you so much for everything. Yay! Okay, great. We found so many books. Uh-oh. How's it
We
going?
extend you our
Stolar
warning.
Saryani. Almalexia. Almalexia is healing mother, the source of compassion and sympathy, and protector of the poor and weak. Ancestors. Is this the Saryani? The oldest of our ancestor spirits we call the Daedra. Though they have grown powerful and cunning, their hearts and minds have grown distant and strange, and the bad Daedra are dangerous. I am Tolar Saryani, the patriarch of the temple. Blessings. Buoyant armigers. Dwemer. Ministry of Truth. The Ministry of Truth was hollowed out to provide a prison and re-education center operated by the temple ordinators for the correction of heretics. Morrowind Lord. The Dunmer are serious people. Nine divines, ordinators, other cities, other cults, pilgrimages, Saint Valoth, saints, Sothasil. Companion and teacher of Nerevar and Vivec, Sothasil is the light of knowledge and the inspiration of craft and sorcery. Tribunal. Like loving ancestors, the tribunal guards and counsels us. Like stern parents, they punish our sins and errors. Like generous relatives, they share their bounty among the greatest and least according to their needs. Vivec. Okay, great. Great. Blasphemous Revenants. Well, 95, eh? The 36 Lessons of Vivec, Sermon 28. Great. Keep it rolling. That's 246 books read. A huge night. You've gained a knowledge from this book. Your light armor skill increased to 62. First year that is shit. Yeah, such a weird fucking set of books, these sermons. Hey, welcome, Heatunder, by the way. It's great to see you. I think, like, you almost need look no farther than these 36 sermons to understand the genius and madness of Morrowind in its books, honestly. Then Vivec left Set to look after the dome-head demon and went back to the space that was not a space. From the provisional house, he looked into the middle world to find the fifth monster, called the Ruddy Man. When the Dreg ruled the world, the Daedroth prince Molag Bal had been their chief. He took a different shape then, spiny and armored and made for the sea. Vivec, in giving birth to the many spawn of his marriage, had dropped an old image of Molag Bal into the world, a dead carapace of memory. It would not have been a monster if a Velothi child had not wanted to impress his village by wearing it. The Ruddy Man of the 8 monsters was the least complicated. He made those who wore him into mighty killers and nothing more. He existed in the physical. Only geography makes him special. When Vivec found him near the boys' village, Anon at Nisus, there was a violent clash of arms and an upheaval of the earth. Their battle created the West Gash. Wanderers that still go there. Wow, that's interesting to learn that. So Vivec fights. Vivec in giving birth to the many spawn of his marriage, had dropped an old image of Moloch Baal into the world. And then Vivec fights that? Weird. The essential book series of the game, yeah. If you read no other book, read these. If only for their sheer fucking weirdness. They're so ambitious. They're so ambitious. That's what's great about it. Almost like really every book is great in this, but these are so ambitious. Wanderers that still go there hear the sounds of it. Hear still the sounds of it. Soared across the crust, the grunt of God, the snapping of his monster child's splintered legs. After his victory, Vivec took the shell of the ruddy man to the dreg that had modified his mother. The Queen of Dreg, whose name is not easy to spell, was in a period of self-incubation. Huge! Her wardens took the gift from Vivec and promised to guard it from the surface world. This is the first account of Dreg being liars. In 10 years, the ruddy man appeared again, this time near Tyr, warned by a wayward shaman who followed the House of Troubles. Instead of guarding it, the Dreg had imbued the living armor with mythic inflexibility. It molted soon after, skill draping the shaman and stretched his bones to the 5 corners. When Vivec met the monster in battle again, he saw the remains of 3 villages dripping from its feet. He took on his giant form and slew the ruddy man by way of the symbolic collage. Since he no longer trusted the Altmer of the sea, Vivec gave the carapace of the monsters to the devout and loyal mystics of the Number Room. He told them, "You may make of the ruddy man a philosopher's armor." The mystics began by wrapping one of their sages in the shells, a series of flourishes by 2 supranumerates, one hormonally tall and the other just under his arms. They ran around the carapace and through each other, applying holy resin drawn from the carcasses of the now useless numbers between 12 and 13. Golden straws were quickly struck through the mythic epidermal so the sage could breathe. After the ceremonial etchings were drawn into hardening resin, long lists of dead names and equations whose solutions were to be found in the mouth of the chimer inside, there came the illuminations inscribed by the bright, terrible fingernail of Vivec. From the nail's tip flowed a searing liquid, filling the grooves of the ceremonial etchings. They bled out to form veined patterns about the sage shell that theologians would decipher forever after. The ending of the words is Alm CV. No. Oh, yeah. Well, it's another book. Sermon 6.
Probably nothing.
Sermon 6. Make that 247 books. It's actually a huge get for us. These books that we're finding. Huge. There's an apocryphal story. The guy who wrote them did so in a week on a shitload of LSD. Yeah, he just had a master's in theology or something. Yeah, must have. Master's in theology. Your armor skill increased to 21. Some real skill in writing. Like, it's so dense. Honestly, like, I feel like I would need to read it 10 times and I would still barely even really grasp much of what's going on in here. This is big. This leaves us with like, this takes us from like 80%, this one stream from like 80% of books read to like 85%. It's a big deal. The 36 Lessons of Vivec, Sermon 6. You've discovered the 6th sermon of Vivec, which was hidden in the words that came next to the Hortator. There is an aeon within itself that when unraveled becomes the first sentence of the world. Mephala and Azura are the twin gates of tradition, and Boethia is the first flame. The sun shall be eaten by lions, which cannot be found yet in Veloth. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. 6 are the vests and garments worn by the suppositions of men. Proceed only with the simplest terms, for all others are enemies and will confuse you. 6 are the formulas to heaven by violence, one that you have learned by studying these words. The Father is a machine in the mouth of a machine. His only mystery is an invitation to elaborate further. The Mother is active and clawed like a Nyx hound, yet she is the holiest of those that reclaim their days. The Son is myself, Vivec, and I am unto thee, unto 3, 6, 9, and the rest that come after, glorious and sympathetic, without borders, utmost in the perfections of this world and the others, sword and symbol, pale like gold. There is a 4th kind of philosophy that uses nothing but disbelief. For by the sword I mean the sensible, for by the word I mean the dead. I am Vivec, your protector, and the protector of Red Mountain until the end of days, which are numbered 3, 3, 3, 3. Below me is the savage, which we needed to remove ourselves from the Altmer. Above me is a challenge, which bathes itself in fire and the essence of a god. Through me you are desired, unlike the prophets that have borne your name before. 6 are the walking ways, from enigma to enemy to teacher. Boethia and Azura are the principles of the universal plot, which is begetting, which is creation, and Mephala makes of it an art form. For by the sword I mean the first night, for by the word I mean the dead. There will be a splendor in your name when it is said to be true. 6 are the guardians of Veloth, 3 before, and they are born again, and they will test you until you have the proper tendencies of the hero. There is a world that is sleeping, and you must guard against it. For by the sword I mean the dual nature, for by the word I mean animal life, for by the sword I mean preceded by a sigh, for by the word I mean preceded by a wolf. The ending of the words is CV. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know how you, I don't know how you do LSD for a week and then come back into work and you're like, okay, everybody. All right, I was high as shit. Yeah, take a look at this. What do people even say? You know, how can you expect your coworkers? What will your coworkers even say to you? This is another. Wow, it's so many. Shrooms, not LSD, yeah. Kirkbride, psilocybin ramblings. That makes a little more sense. Shrooms make a bit more sense. I feel like LSD, I feel like if it was acid, the writing would be a little more, like systematic somehow. You've gained knowledge from this book. Your spear skill increased to 9. Fun fact: there are in the whole game of Morrowind 2 trainers of the spear skill, 2, and that's it. We've not found either of them, really. Or I think we've met them but forgotten about them. I would love to hear the story. Like, I feel like I need like a, like a profile on the writer, on the writing of these books. Like, in some ways, like, these feel like the most valuable single pieces of content. Because I almost feel like these books are the canon for Oblivion and Skyrim as well. Like, I feel like those games, yeah, are shaped strongly by these. Yeah, absolutely, Austin. I think it's just fun to imagine. So there's some kind of ecstatic moment, moment of ecstasy, the ecstasy of the agony of Morrowind. The 36 Lessons of Vivec, Sermon 24, and this is 247. Our 247th book. Then Vivec left the house of assassins and went back to the space that was not a space. Also welcome, Afroventus. Good to see you. From the provisional house, he looked into the middle world to find the third monster, called Horde Mountain. It was made of modular warriors running free but spaced according to pattern, and from the highest warrior who could cut clouds, they spread out beneath him like a tree, a skirt whose bottom circle was an army that ran through the ash. Vivec admired the cone shape of his child, and remembered with joy the whirlwind of fighting styles that instructed him during the days before life. Vivec moved into Veloth, saying, "Onus." But before he could even get within sword span of the monster, a trio of lower houses had trapped Horde Mountain in a net of doubtful doctrine. When they saw their lord, the Velothi cheered. "We are happy to serve you and win," they said. Vivec smiled at those brave souls around him and summoned celebration demons to cleave unto the victors. Okay, I'm sorry. There was a great display of love and duty around the netted monster. Vivec summons celebration demons? It does. It's true, Jay. It actually does downplay the ingenuity. Because it would want to, like, I think being like, oh, they must have been on drugs is like, so yeah, sort of underselling how much intention clearly went into all of this. What do you think celebration demons are? Celebration demons cleaving unto the victors. I wonder what that means. Kind of, I want to say it paints a picture, but it kind of doesn't. And Vivec was at the center, with a headdress made of mating bones. He laughed and told mystical jokes and made the heads of the three houses merry and become a new order. "You shall forever be now my buoyant armigers," he said. Then Vivec pierced Horde Mountain with Muatra and made of it all a big bag of bones. At the touch of his right hand, the net became right scripture, and he threw it all northeasterly. The contents spread out like sugar glows, and Vivec and the buoyant armigers ran under it, laughing. Finally, the bones of Horde Mountain landed, and became the foundation stones for the City of Swords, which Vivec named after his own sigil, and the net fell across it all, and between, or became as bridges between bones.
Yay.
And since its segments had been touched by his holy wisdom, they became the most perfect of all city streets in the known worlds. Throngs of Velothi came to the new city, and Ayem and Set gave it their blessing. The streets were filled with laughter and love and the strength of tree-shaped enemy children. Ayem said, "To my sister brother's city I give the holy protection of House Induriel, whose powers and thrones know no equal under heaven, wherefore came the Hortator." Set said, "To my sister brother's city I give safe passage through the dark corners still left of Molag Bal, and I
goddamn to bin chicken Bennett star.
and I give it this spell as well, So Tha Sil, which is my name to the mighty. It will protect the lost unless their flight is on purpose, and fill all the roads and alleys with the mystery paths of civilization, and give the city to a mind, and make of it a conduit to the full concentrate of the Alm Sivi. Thus was founded the city of Vivec in the days of Resdania. The ending of the words is Alm Sivi. Some absolutely wild existing myths that most of us are not familiar with. Yeah, that's an interesting aspect as well. Some of the stuff we're impressed by. Yeah, may very well be just strongly inspired by other cultures. Amazing. Wow, we found a lot of books in there. That's great. That's the High Fane. Okay, let's keep walking through. I'm a little leery of actually going into the palace. There's the puzzle canal. 5 levels of it. Okay, I don't want to do that quite yet. Okay, Hall of Wisdom. Let's go over here. Overly sarcastic productions videos. Yeah. It's really interesting. Okay. Ordinator Barracks. Office of the Watch. Justice offices. Let's try and see these things then. Why don't you want to go in? I don't want to see Vivec. I don't want to get in a fight with Vivec. To be honest. I don't want to like accidentally push forward the main quest or something. Or like circumvent it, I guess.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
That's my basic feeling. What a confusing barracks.
We are blessed, truly blessed. This is an honor.
I don't actually know what's there. And I just kind of want to be systematic about it.
I don't know where to begin. It is such an honor to meet you.
It is an honor to meet me. Okay, frontier conquest. Okay. Okay, go up over here. Okay, we're back out here in the Ordinator Barracks. Maybe we go to the Office of the Watch. Which is up here on the left. Past it. The layout of this particular area is very confusing as well. Office of the Watch.
We are
Okay.
blessed.
Hello.
Truly blessed. This is an honor.
Yes. I'm what the temple calls a crusader. Why does the minimap look so good? Is that a mod? We are using a couple of mods. Not very many. But one of the mods in that pack might be improving the map view. Crusaders are warriors who serve the tribunal, but now any heavily armored warrior with a self-proclaimed cause calls himself a crusader. My personal cause is hunting down necromancers and witches, thieves, murderers, bandits, heretics, and other evildoers. I'm the commander of the Ordinator Order of the Watch here in Vivec. Order of the Watch. The Order of the Watch provides guards for temples and shrines. Here in Vivec, which is a temple city, we are the guards who enforce the law and preserve order. Okay. Work. We've had 7 killings in Vivec recently. All the victims had their throats slit. Most did not appear to have struggled. 5 victims were outlanders. 2 were ordinators. The 2 ordinators were armed and on duty. Their weapons were still in their belts. Nothing was removed from the victims' bodies. Copies of the Mahabharata and Gilgamesh, yeah. More esoteric and strange. It's fun to think about. Hey, welcome, Graham. It's good to see you. It's semi-new, Fall Arena. We got it within the last couple of weeks. Yeah, for sure. I cannot hire you. Only ordinators may serve the watch. But if you can find this killer and execute him, I personally promise you a very handsome reward. I require no commitment from you. Indeed, I cannot officially accept one. But if you are interested, I can tell you what we know about the 7 victims and reports of witnesses. 7 victims. None of the 5 Outlander victims had been on Vardenfell longer than a week. 2 were found in foreign quarter corridors, 1 on foreign quarter canal side, 1 in a Halalu compound corridor, and 1 in the water near the arena. All were armed. Only 1, a mage, appears to have put up a fight. All had their throats slit with a dagger. Until the 2 ordinators were killed, we thought it might be an anti-imperial fanatic, and it still might be. The 2 ordinators were found dead near the victim at Halalu compound, and we think they coincidentally interrupted the killer at work. Both had their throats slit with a dagger. That neither ordinator had drawn a weapon is extremely unsettling. It suggests either extraordinary stealth or a very powerful sorcerer. That's all we know about the victims, and there's not much information from witnesses either. There are no witnesses to any of the killings, but in Halalu compound, at about the same time as one of the killings, an outlander reported being threatened by a Dunmer woman armed with a dagger. It was dark, and the outlander transported magically to safety, so he couldn't give us a very clear description, but he was sure the Dunmer woman with a dagger was dressed in a skirt and netched leather armor. Woman with a dagger. Yes, that's the only description we have, a Dunmer woman with a dagger and a skirt and netched leather armor. Work. As I said, I cannot officially hire you for this task, but if you find and execute the killer, when you return to report your success to me, I promise you a handsome reward. Hey, Terror. Greetings, iios. I need someone to deliver my apologies for me, and you look like you have a way with words. I sure do. Apologies. I'm afraid I was rather drunk last night when I ran into Trebonius Artorius, that arrogant fool. It seems that the drink took over my tongue, and I called him a flathead. Now I have a horrid rash. No matter what I do, no matter how many potions I use or spells I cast, it won't go away. I've tried everything. If you give him my most sincere apologies, maybe he'll make it go away. I do it myself, but I am feeling a little under the weather. I'll pay you 50 gold for your trouble. Sure, why not? Good. Take this book to him and tell him I'm truly sorry. You'll find him in the Mages Guild here in Vivec. Yes. Apologies. Well, iios, I thought you said you were going to help. I won't pay for a favor not done. Yeah, whatever. Latest rumors. The Bemis game is taken up in the tombs somewhere under Vivec. Okay.
Under sun and sky.
Get rashed. Yeah, seriously. Fucking asshole. Mysticism. We've read. I sure do love quests, you know. The quests are really what get me up in the morning. Histories of the Empire. Arcana restored. We've read all the A's almost. Chronicles of the Q left. We've read a bunch. Scooey! Oh, hey, Bodacious Snail, welcome. Okay, no new books there. Yeah, these are all good? All good. Okay. Okay, so that was the Office of the Watch. We want to go to the Justice offices next. Okay. Serves you right, blue supremacist. Yeah, for real. Everybody knows you don't fuck with Trebonius, you know? Unless you want to get Trebonius. I guess. Justice offices.
See, this land suits you. We welcome you freely, Outland.
Yeah, I'm awesome. I have 36 rep. Hey, Thelmina. Justice offices. Yes, you have found them. Okay. Ghost fence, ghost gate. Okay, biographies of Baron Zaya. Okay, ruins, blasphemous revenants. Very good, very good. Good. Got him. Oh, I've been here. Doors are open. I must have been here.
Will you find me worthy of your attention?
Yeah, that's right. You need to demonstrate to me that you're worth talking to.
A warm welcome to you.
Slander. I spoke nothing but the truth. The Legion is just a mob of blunt-eared apes playing at being soldiers. Is it just your cowardice or the incompetence of your so-called knights? Or is it just the way you smell? Gaps. Wait, who is Surin Athones? Dude, like, there's people, and it's like, I'm insulting people, and I don't even know why. It's like, what am I even talking to you about? So... Okay. Imperial Legion. Surin Athones' slander. Surin Athones, an ordinator at the justice offices in Vivec, has slandered the dignity of our order. Gerald the White asked me to silence his lying mouth with blood. Well, about that. Well, I guess it means we've got to fight. Alright, taunt. Oh, I bribed him by accident. Taunt. That does it.
You will suffer.
Are you taunting yet? Yeah, there we go. Yay! Gavel of the Ordinator. Cast 1 strikes. He's got a full set of Indriel gear. Okay. We did it! Right? I think? We love murder! You know, it just happened that way. Yeah, that's what you get for bad-mouthing the, the secret library, yes. That's what you get for bad-mouthing, the Imperial Legion.
How wonderful. Welcome. Alpha.
Okay, yes, and we have this secret path to the secret library. Okay, and I have a quest here. Gentleman Jim Stacy asked me to find a forged deed of land for sale. The deed of land is in the library of Vivec. This is not exact. This is the secret library versus the library.
I see this land suits you. We welcome you freely, Outlander.
Right. What if I need to go to the Hall of Wisdom and then go to the library? No-kill moral runs are impossible. Yeah. Goes to the High Fane.
Praise Vivec.
Ah. Okay. So that's a bit of a shortcut down here. That goes to the Hall of Justices. There's the library. While we're thinking about it, let's go to the library. So we go either way. Library. Okay.
May you find me
And now,
worthy of
ahoy.
your attention.
Mera Milo. She works here in the library. If she's not here right now, you might find her in her private quarters. Great. Okay, so we're gonna have to look very closely. I recall seeing this, though, here. Boots of the Apostle. You found the boots. You must tell me all about it. Baal Molagmer. The Baal Molagmer are stone firemen, once carried burning stones from Red Mountain over all of Morrowind, lighting hearth fires and lanterns. Are those Baal Molagmer gloves? Those are priceless historical treasures. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm great. Lore. Rogue Telvanni, Ring of the Wind. So you found the Ring of the Wind, eh? Good for you. Skull Crusher. Yep, found that.
Greetings. A warm welcome I am at your service.
Oh, here's Milo. Yes, I'm Mera Milo. Caius sent you? Follow me into the back of the library. We can't talk here. Okay. Cool, very cool. Okay, great. Okay, we're gonna go talk to them in a second, but... There it is. By the grace of Almsevi, lords and rulers of all, know all Dunmer by these words that I, Muthsera Halalu Valanda Omani, have legally purchased the home and Sidanine of the Dunmer in Drel Rathrion, and the accompanying land for the sum of 3,000 imperial drakes. Witness our hands on this third day of Evening Star, third era 426. Seal of the seller in Drel Rathrion, seal of the buyer Valanda Omani. Take. Okay, that's what we needed. Hey, what's up, friend? I think this is main quest.
Outlander.
Go ahead, but I'm afraid I don't know anything about a 6th house cult, but I can tell you about the Nerevarine cult. So we've got some... Okay, this is main quest stuff for us to learn about. Caius Cosares. Caius is a dear friend. Like me, he admires the best traditions of the temple, charity for the poor, education for the ignorant, protection for the weak. He is a Westerner, but he has come to love our land and our people. But like me, he distrusts the arbitrary power of the Ordinators, and like the dissident priests, he suspects the temple is hiding something. He serves the Emperor, but he also loves Morrowind, and he sees the failing virtues of the temple as a threat to Morrowind's political stability. Dissident priests. The dissident priests dispute temple doctrine and are outlawed and persecuted by the temple. Ordinators arrest and imprison heretics, and the Empire cannot interfere. Progress of Truth lists their beliefs. In brief, they challenge the purity and divinity of the tribunal, suggesting their powers are sorcerous, not divine, and perhaps akin to the powers of Dagoth-Ur. They also condemn the arbitrary power of the Ordinators and accuse the temple hierarchy of self-interest and corruption. Disturbing dreams. That means nothing to me. Perhaps you wouldn't know, but the temple regards disturbing dreams as a sign of soul sickness, a sign that the mind is deranged by impure impulses and dangerous feelings. The Ashlanders have many superstitions about dreams, but they have superstitions about everything. Empire, give to the Emperor only your coin and honor only the law which is just. Okay, those are kind of more generic Ordinators. Okay. Soul sickness. Soul sickness is called madness or insanity in the Empire. Signs of soul sickness are strange dreams, uncontrolled impulses, and cruel and evil deeds. Madness is not a disease as Westerners believe, for if it were, it might be cured by blessings and healers. Soul sickness is a curse of Dagoth-Ur, who sends dark dreams to attack the weak of faith in their sleep. Those strong in faith can resist. Those weak in faith must seek counsel from the temple. Progress of Truth. This book lists the disputes of the dissident priests with tribunal temple doctrines. The temple has outlawed the sale or possession of the book, so it will be hard to find. We have a copy here, but I fear I'm being watched by Ordinators here. A safer plan would be to search local booksellers. Some booksellers ignore temple bans and outlawed books for profits or for principles. Nerevarine cult. The temple worships Nerevar as a saint and hero, but prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. The Nerevarine cult claims the tribunal are false gods, hence the temple's persecution of the Nerevarine cult. A group called the Dissident Priests disputes temple doctrine on the Nerevarine prophecies. The prescribed book, Progress of Truth, describes their beliefs. Get a copy of Progress of Truth for Caius Cosades. That will tell him things he needs to know about the Nerevarine cult. Okay, can do. Nerevarine cult. As I said, the dissident priests have a book called Progress of Truth, which gives their views on the beliefs of the Nerevarine cult, Nerevarine prophecies. The Ashlanders have a mystical tradition of interpreting dreams and visions as prophecies. These prophecies are recorded in verse and may be lost or garbled over the generations, but the dissident priests have collected many ancient prophecies of the Nerevarine, many of which they believe to be genuine. Collectively, these are called the Lost Prophecies of the Incarnate. One of the sacred missions of the dissident priests is the collection and study of these prophecies. Persecuted by the temple. Why does the temple persecute the dissident priests? Because attacks on the temple weaken the faith and leave the people defenseless against the influence of Dagoth-Ur. Faith is what strengthens the will of the believer against Dagoth-Ur's lies. Faith is the source of the divine power that sustains the temple in their battle with Dagoth-Ur. Since the Empire, some Dunmer have turned away from the temple. That's why Dagoth-Ur grows stronger, why blight storms and monsters threaten the land. Persecution of the Nerevarine. It's an Ashlander cult, primitive superstition, says the temple. Nerevarines say the tribunal are false gods. I've never understood why the temple wastes so much energy on them. The faithful cannot be shaken by such attacks, and the Ashlanders are just ignorant savages. But since the submission of the temple to the Empire and the erosion of faith among the Dunmer, the militant wing of the temple is increasingly fierce in its attacks on heretics and heathens. Watched by Ordinators. I do not care for temple politics, but I have read Progress of Truth, and it troubles me. I have friends, former priests, who have gone into hiding, so I am bound to come to the attention of the Ordinators. I am careful, but I'm afraid. I'm no secret agent like you or Caius. Sooner or later, I too must go into hiding, if it is not too late. When you return to Caius, tell him I am worried, and that if something goes wrong, I will leave a message under the agreed code word, Amaya. Okay. Yay. Yay. I don't happen to have that book on me at the moment, do I? I know a couple of places where we could find it. I know a couple of places where we could find it here. Okay, so go ahead and head, yeah, go out this way. We have the cannon quarters to go to, the underworks. Cannon quarters, offices, underworks. Okay. This way.
Welcome, citizen.
Right. Hello there. Great.
We are blessed, truly blessed. This is an
Underworks. We go up. Sure. Offices. Okay.
Yes.
Hey,
citizen.
Adrusu.
Welcome, friend. We extend you our warm regards.
Homilies. Great, good stuff. Wolf Queen, books we've read. Because that's a very tiny... Okay, interesting. What's out here? Okay, this second... Gotcha. Okay, cannon... Quarters, offices. Let's go to Milo's quarters. The library. Here. Boy. Fancy Pants Milo has their own room here. You don't have like anything special hidden, do you? Guess not. Okay, cannon quarters. I think I was just in the offices. Here are the quarters. Hello. Okay.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
Pilgrim's Path. Okay, great. We go down.
Welcome, friend. We extend you our warm regards.
Cool. Okay. Okay, we're back in the Hall of Wisdom. So now we go to the Underworks. Go to the Underworks. Yep.
Yes, citizen. I'm listening.
Here. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. Hell of a place. It impresses me that they managed to make every canton shaped differently. Like they are actually completely unique in their shapes. Nice. You got a little bed over here. And even these sewers managed to stay interesting on account of having like their own little variations. Oh, and like we found like the statue of Sheogorath, for example. Pretty cool. Okay, not much going down here. Very cool. We get out, and now we're gonna go back and turn in this Thieves Guild quest for a second. We can go to the main temple. We can do that. That is something we can do. Oh yeah, and we have more armor to sell, which we can do. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna have to stop just grabbing armor and crap. I mean, I could keep it. I could keep the Enduril armor. It is kind of awesome. I don't have legs, though. Boots, cuirass. Oh, but it's armor. Can they buy it? Maybe weapons only. Okay, I know where to... Oh, and we have Trebonius, too. Okay, good. Right. First, come here. You don't buy armor. Okay, that's fine. It's very fine. Because now we go into the canal works, but we need to be on the other side. Great. Yeah, it's down this way. Do you have progress of truth, by the way?
How does the day greet you?
You have, you know, special books. Woman with a dagger, tell me. A Dunmer woman in a skirt and netch leather armor with a dagger? No, haven't seen anyone like that. But I recall someone, maybe one of the sewer cleaners, saying something about seeing a Dunmer woman down in the underworks. Not that odd, really, though Dunmer are not seen as much in the foreign quarter. But in the underworks, that's odd. Nothing down there but rats and sewers. Okay. Clues, clues, clues. Everywhere, clues.
It is a pleasure.
Forge land deed.
Do you
You have the land deed. Take it to Indrel Rathrion in Sidonin. Okay. Okay.
How may I help you, Dunmer?
Still need to do Trebonius. I'm not sure. I mean, I've come over here. Woman with a dagger. Yeah, like... I don't remember seeing a woman with a dagger. Not really. Oh, like you? Ahoy. What's your deal? Dreamer Prophet. Key. Dagoth Dagger. Absorb Fatigue. Strange. So we do it? I think we did it. Took care of that nasty murderer. Okay, so we go up to Trebonius first. Upstairs. And then we need to go back to the office of the watch or whatever. I need to go higher. This place isn't wheelchair accessible. Yeah, not in the least. You'll find.
You're a lot more refined than most tourists I've met. I like that.
So we just, yeah, we wait and we sell some more armor. Cool. Like a cutie bonking her butt. Oh, Neve. Oh, Niv. Tourists are a thing in this world. I wonder if Taco Bell is. Yeah. They probably have their equivalent, you know, of fast casual dining. Food hawkers. Yeah, you don't buy my... Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Take that. Great. Great. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, we go back out. We go to the Mages Guild. We beg Trebonius for forgiveness. Trebonius? Apologies. This book is from terror. Well, it's about time he learned some humility. I'm touched by the gesture nonetheless. Here's something for that rash of his and a little something for you. Potion of curing and rising force potion. Great.
Greetings to you. A
Dude,
pleasure
Trebonius is the worst. I could swear that Trebonius is like a Dagoth herb plant or something. You want to start to play this game again? You're dreading the days of modding. You know, the way we did it with the minimal mod set did not take long at all, but I can definitely appreciate that it can take much longer. Slow fall. Oh, we got slow fall.
You're in good company, friend.
Is it time to experiment? Can I wear 2 rings? Yeah, you can. Okay. There we go. All right. Make an item. That ring. Constant effect. Slow fall. Should I try 2 points? Oh, enchanting. Yeah. To do is 22. Shit. To do is 30. Dude, I just, like... Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Yo, yeah, hit me with it.
Cam. Instead of having screen capture and a face cam, we get your face cam and iios cam showing us the gameplay footage she sees.
Wow.
Never again will chat call you blind, as they will only see what you see.
That's perfect.
Yes, detective.
That solves so many of my problems with streaming. Yeah. It's just, you know, you only can see literally the stuff I look at. I love it. Very strong idea. Very strong. First step is just to get the eye tracking device. Dude, this is such bullshit, man. I fucking hate enchanting. Like... Okay, fine. Okay, there's Akatosh's ring. And then I also have Fortify Skill Enchant. I hate this game. No, no, don't hate it. Love it. Love the game. Okay. So now, okay, Akatosh's ring, ring of transfiguration. Okay, so now we've cast... We have an extra 17 points of enchant. And so now we make an attempt. Make an enchanted item with one of our rings. Constant effect. Slow fall, 1. Dude, I fucking hate this shit, dude. C! Yes, vote for C, everybody. Votes for C haircut. Really deserves it. Thank you. Thank you. You know, like, where is the Master Enchanter Trainer? Indoranian Stronghold? Dude, I probably killed this person. It's really funny. Yeah, we're gonna get a new haircut. No, I haven't actually been there. Dude, okay. Yeah, new iOS haircut. Roll the video! Let's do it! Let's do it!
The issues that voters say matter to them.
There is an incredible energy here, palpable.
Welcome back. For those of you just joining us, let's get you up to speed on what is shaping up to be the political upset of the century.
Yes. It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. Because as you all know, I'm a pretty big deal. And my hair is the biggest deal. Option B, yeah, that's a very good choice. Very, very good choice. Okay, I don't even need it. I don't even take fall damage. I worry option C will hinder your vision more than it currently does. We're hindered. Consider us very fucking hindered. No, bangs are good. Any bang lovers? Oh, freezing. Any bang bros? Anyway. How much would it cost me? Subi, hey. We can afford this, dude. I might as well just double up here. Right? There we go. Great.
Share your thoughts, friend.
So,
Enjoy the company.
okay. Take that off. Take that off. That. There we go. Slow fall. Perma slow fall. What else did I take off here? Ring. Okay, great.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
Yay! Slow fall! Didn't they discontinue Bang? Not, well, that's news to me. That's not what I heard. It's a good amount of money as well. Yeah, take those. Well, I was hanging on to these for a reason now. Now I recollect. Give me one of them back. What else can we sell here? We will take books. You will take books, that's great. Vagaries, unnamed books, Sithis, vampires. Letters, papers, Chance's Folly, Game at Dinner, 2920, Halgert's Tale, Hanging. You need Hanging Gardens. Don't sell that. Continue or play FFT. No, shush. Aniv, shush. Yeah, of course, Subi, of course. You were typing smile, yeah, before you heard it. Mm-hmm. Likely story. Nice. That's a nice little chunk of money. Spells. Okay, great. Spell making. Okay. Can I be promoted yet? Choose. Continue. Yeah, Aniv, as far as I'm concerned, advancement. Don't meet the requirements. Can no one here train me? I think so.
Welcome, friend.
Okay, so I finished that, but I need to go back and turn in the Rash quest. Right. Trebrarin. It's so hard to find these things. You get no waypoint. It's just like, yeah, go back to that person. And I also need to go to Fraud the White. Yeah, Bang Bros getting together for a road trip, gearing up on the Bang bus. I love it. I love that for you. Whee! Bonk. Oh, no more fall damage. Yay! Whee! Where are we going? Okay, we're going back here. Bees? They discontinued bees? Yeah, unfortunately. About to crack open a fresh Bang trademark energy drink. Yo, I found, oh my god, I saw, oh my lord. When I was at the bean factory today, I saw something, everybody. I'm gonna share it. Give me a second. Yeah, I guess I could probably have just looked this up, but it's more fun if I can show you the picture I took. It's true. Did you know? Have you heard the good news about sports beans? Yes, that's right. It turns out, in addition to many sweet beans, there are also savory beans, sports beans, filled with antioxidants and carbohydrates to give you, your sports person, the stuff they need to keep sportsing. Caffeine beans. They're literally like, they literally sponsored like a Tour de France team and stuff. Like, no, it's actually meant to be like a snack that people eat when they're like, you know, they're gaming so hard. You know, they need fresh. They're gaming and they get hangry, so they gotta recharge, refuel. It's true. It's true. I used to love those sports beans at raves when I was younger. Yeah. You experimented with a lot of energy supplements at the time. Yeah. Alright, I think I want to go to the Office of the Watch here. Get your caffeine out of beans. A cup of the old bean juice. Apologies. I see all is forgiven. He gave you something for me. Excellent. I'm feeling better already. Since you did such a good job, here's an extra 50 gold. Great.
I am never too busy for a good
And you, I did your thing. Work. According to your report, the Dunmer woman you killed matches the description given us. We'll dispatch ordinators to follow up, but I believe you have identified and executed the killer. On behalf of the city and of the Office of the Watch, thank you. And now for the reward I promised. I'll give you a choice. You may either have an Indurail helm and cuirass, or a belt of the armor of God. The helm and cuirass are heavy armor and useful only to a strong fighter. These items belonged to one of the Ordinators who were killed, and it is fitting that they should reward the one who avenged his murder. However, we ask that you not wear this armor in Vivec City, for you may be mistaken for an Ordinator and guard. Alternatively, the Belt of the Armor of God provides magical armor and improves resistance against hostile spells, and should be useful for any adventurer. Which would you like? Give me the belt. Very good. Please accept this belt with our thanks, and accept on behalf of Vivec City our thanks for ridding us of this dangerous killer. Work. No more work. Okay. What kind of belt? This one?
Trappy Jenkins has an
Thank
extra
you.
special video for us to watch, Scully.
Ba, 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 ba. Nice. Let's watch it. Yeah, give me 1 second. Trappy, this is pretty racy.
Where is that slave?
Okay. We go to Sidonin. No, we go to Ebonheart. Divine intervention.
Do you need something, Outlander? Please join me.
Let's set aside our rivalries and talk, shall we?
Sound found only on iOS Twitch channel. A lady dancing in a swimsuit. So scandalous. I mean, yeah. You know, it's all about context sometimes. Oh, I have this Morrowind music on. Sorry. Sorry. Criminalizing female bodies. I mean, is that really what's happening? The whole damn system is stupid. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't represent me. Okay. Sub 40 bucks left. The progress is so real. Smuggling. Lord's mail. Yeah. Yay! Oh wow, our robot got replaced. Oh, that's terrible. OMG. Wow. Such drama. I'd be so pissed if I got a robot lover and it killed itself. wouldn't that be awful? Booba. Oh yeah, Subi. I'm a huge fan of Booba and Kaka, both of the above. Twist ending? Interesting. Lovely. Yeah, no, thank you. Seriously. Yeah, it's great, Subi. You love Book. Wait, no, link it. Link Buka, and we'll add it to the channel. Hell yeah. Salander. So you found Surin Athones and silenced him. Good. We want good relations with the Ordinators, but we can't tolerate slanders on our character. Orders. A member of our order is a murderer. Find Saprius Entius before the Ordinators do. Saprius Entius. He is a fellow knight of the Order of Ebonheart. Alas, he is also a murderer. I know a way to get him to the mainland where he will be tried with imperial justice. The Ordinators are too prejudiced to give him a fair trial. I believe he is hiding somewhere in Vivec City. Find him before the Ordinators do and bring him back to me. Saprius. Okay. Slander. You silence him. Smuggling. Okay. Advancement. Okay, great. Yay! I made it up. I'm a filthy liar. Damn it. Oh, fuck. Queen, why would you do this? What did you do? Here, I was so excited for Buka. A combination of Booba and Kaka in one. And it was all a lie. You've ascended to level 43. Yay! Yo, we only have 3 areas of our stats that need points left at all. Luck, I've never figured out a way to get more than 1 multiplier on luck. But we're doing it. I'm getting to a point where I almost feel like I should just like take spells en masse. I don't really know that I want to do that though. There is Botha, which is a combination. No way, world record holder. Really? I want to go to there. Give me the training. I'll have to add it. Kaka's not used enough, and sometimes I just use it in other channels. I'm aware of, you know, the maybe the optics are weird. Axis 53, 54. You know, eventually we'll max out these skills and it'll be great. Hello. See, this is why what we did first was we took like maxed out Mercantile and then we came and are getting everything else. But like with Mercantile max, these are essentially cheap. Okay, and I can take a level here.
Ah, you bring good fortune with you. Welcome.
Great.
I'd be happy to talk. My pleasure, really.
I feel like I could just take all of these. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna like dirty up our spell list. Not that that really is a thing, but
You're in good company, friend.
you know, like is this a mistake? I don't really know. Yeah. Oh, let's see it. Let's see it. Is it like one eye? There, yeah, two different directions. That is incredible. That is actually amazing. Oh, both. Oh, yeah, that's all we need. Really, why have Kaka or Booba when you have both? Oh my lord.
How do you
Okay. Amazing. Amazing. It's made my night. You know, that alone made getting up for stream and doing a stream worth it. God, it is late. Okay, we gotta stop here soon. But I need to break into one of these here boats.
I feel I can truly share with you without fear.
Yeah, you can trust me. That's why my reputation is so high. Let's see. No, that's not it. It must be this one. Right?
Walk with virtue,
The Chun-Uk. So we have a quest. Ah, it's so hard to keep track of these fucking quests. Like, I'm so... Stolen glass. We're supposed to steal some stuff. Maybe it's the Thieves Guild. There's a Thieves Guild. Withershins. There's a quest. There's a quest around getting something out of one of these boats. A boat in Ebonheart has something in it. Liberate the Limeware. Bolrin, the East Empire Company, has been manipulating it. Agreed to steal it. It should be held up in customs aboard the Chun-Uk, and this is what we're looking at. Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, before we do that, though, I've remembered another quest that we have to do here. So much going on with you, my friend. Nope, with you. In fact, Jazir. Setting the prices. Sets the prices? Jazir does not understand. Prices are determined by simple supply and demand. Perhaps you were reading things you shouldn't have been, eh? Perhaps Jazir should call the guards. Prices are a bit high. A bit high? Jazir does not understand what you mean. All of our prices are set legally. They are, of course, confidential and kept in a safe place, huh? You insult me, iios. No, okay. So, can you train me at all?
Good friend. This is an honor.
So, in a safe place, you say?
What say you?
So there must be a price list hidden somewhere here. Dwarven limeware. A shipment of limeware? I know nothing about it. There are strict regulations on that kind of material entering Vardenfell. You'd have to show me some proof for me to believe that. Further assistance. Yes, I have some work that would be suited to someone not officially linked to the company, although it may be dangerous. Perhaps you'd be interested in a bit of information gathering, sure. There's a Telvanni enchanter in Vivec, Odanian Valius. I believe you helped him with a nasty little rat problem. I did. We did on this stream, no less. Shame that was. He has a rather exclusive clientele, and he sells very exclusive products at quite a large profit. It would be of interest to the company to know who his clients are, and to know what items they require. If you can bring me a list of these clients and items, I would be most appreciative. Sure, why not? That's the attitude we like here at the company. Go quickly and quietly. No one should know the details of your business, and if you are discovered, the company will deny it all knowledge of your existence. Good luck. We must take advantage of every opportunity we can. Odanian Valius. You will find him in the Telvanni section of Vivec. I'm not that familiar with the city myself. Perhaps someone there can give you a more precise location. He's powerful and his store will likely be guarded. Okay. Plot thickening. Plot thickening.
Well met, Outlander. What is it?
Try and get a price list. Is that the price list though? I'm not even sure.
What say you?
Okay, so we're going to we use our amulet of shadows. In order to become more invisible. Die and toward the child traffickers?
Get out.
No, I'm hiding. You can't see me.
Get out.
One day to your friend.
Who opened that door? I don't know. I don't know those details. Letter from Lalam Dreddle. Enclosed is a listing of price increases we discussed. They have been agreed upon by all who must and may be put into effect when payment is received. Our agreement may continue in force upon payment. Durable goods plus 15%, raw minerals plus 18%, textiles plus 13%, paper products plus 6%, weaponry, armor plus 8%, Dwemer artifacts plus 35%. Insane. Okay, great. Yay, we did it. I have enjoyed Die Antwoord's music before. I don't know what the deal is with them. Okay, that's our... For the price gouging quest, we found the letter, which should provide proof. This one, right here. Yep, great. And now I need to go in here, actually. Ahoy there. Okay, we've read that one.
What say?
Right? It's book 3. We only need book 6 of 2920 anymore. Okay, so now that we're in here, we want to get... There's tons of moon sugar here. It's interesting. Tons of moon sugar. Tons of it. Okay, so we're looking for a specific kind of this limeware. Okay, what did she tell us? Liberate the limeware. She told me to only get a certain subset of it. Is that all of it? It's kind of annoying if it isn't, or well, that's certainly some of it. Okay. Let's just double check the containers. Do you know anything about limeware?
What say you?
Either of you. Okay. Okay. JQs. Okay.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. So... Okay. Who asked me to do this again? I did the price list. He's in St. Olms and Vivec. God, it's so challenging to track down these people and places. Especially in places like this where it's like you have a quest giver. She's somewhere in this huge structure. Anyway, we're looking for Vivec, a clothier. Guess it would be like over here-ish. The tailors and dyers. You. Figured it. Okay. Setting the prices. You found a price list. Excellent. I can't believe this. This is from the Duke's office. He must be setting the margins for the company and taking a cut of the profits. This is an outrage. I'll find another way to restock my goods. Thank you, iios. I'm sure you've learned a bit about business from all of this. I'm sure this knowledge will help you in business dealings in the future. Your mercantile skill has increased by 2. Nice. Yo, sick. What's our mercantile at, like, 95?
Please, go ahead, Outlander.
Yay! And then I have this limeware. St. Delin Glassworks. Okay. Botha. We've moved to the toddler YouTube entertainment portion of iios stream. No, you know, it's this serious, okay? Botha is serious. Glassworkers. Glassworkers.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
Yes, Outlander, what may I do for
Who
you?
again?
Yes, Outlander, what may I do for you?
Hi, Dwarven Limeware. You've gotten it. Well done, iios. I was beginning to think we'd never see this kind of merchandise again. As promised, here is your reward. I hope it wasn't too much trouble for you. Yeah, no problem. Dwarven Limeware. It's good to finally get my hands on some good merchandise. Well, great.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
You're welcome. Sapri Sentius, I did see one of your kind over by the arena.
Care to trade?
Saprius in the arena, eh? Well. One of your kind. That is amazing. Amazing. We've made so much progress. We'll be back. Hey, listen, yo, hey, Ping Vino, it's great to see you. We're just about to end. Maybe we'll see Desi. We might be on tomorrow, as crazy as that sounds. We'll see. But we'll definitely be on Saturday. Long time, yeah. Greetings from Portugal. Yeah, I hope it's great. Going great for you. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. It's been lovely to have you. Let's just go see Desi. You know, we've been up so late tonight. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you for the surprise stream. No problem. My pleasure. Oh, we've got to put in the time. If we're gonna finish Morrowind, we've got to put in the time. I'm telling you. Thank you again, everybody.